I should also just turn on the microphone. That would help. You'd think it helps if I just turn on my microphone. Anyway, welcome in everybody. We're playing Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. My name is Basil. I'm the host for today. Okay, Repel's finally worn off. I am a silly goober who apparently forgets to turn on his microphone. So there is grass. Let's see, what do we get? What is our encounter? What is the first Pokemon we see for today? It is a Granbull, which I... is it a Dupes? Isn't it? Do we not have a Snubbull already? I feel like we already have a Snubbull. I will go ahead and grab it. But in case we get... in case we already have a Snubbull, because I forget and I don't always type in all the encounters. In case we already have a Snubbull, I will return and I will grab a different Pokemon. Actually, I can just check right now. I will call this thing Maybe. Just because it may be our encounter and might be not. We will find out. So we have to go into the Pokedex here. Pokedex? It's probably not in the Dex, if even. Because it's not in the normal Dex. It's probably only in the post-game Dex. Yeah. Probably not in the normal Dex. And we don't have access to the post-game Dex yet. I will... Well, we'll see. Whatever I encounter next, I guess, I'll just return and fight it. Bum, bum, bum. The tracker isn't always that useful, because it doesn't always have all the zones. And that's kind of sucky. I can actually avoid the encounters here for now. Let's just use a repel. Might as well. I can't repel trainers, though. That's an issue. A Mr. Mime. I mean, it can just be slashed. Bum, 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 ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. I can also just use Shadow Claw. That's actually super effective, which is better than Stab. So always use super effective over Stab moves. It does actually matter a lot. Tails. A Scyther. Well, we have a dead turn here, but we can just stay in, I guess. X-Scissor doesn't do anything. Hail continues to fall. I wish it was snowing here. I wish it was at least anything cooler than 30 plus degrees, because this is absurd. We're still on 32 degrees Celsius here, in case anybody's wondering. At least according to the thermometer and the weather app. According to the weather app, it's actually 35, but the thermometer says it's 32. Dusclops. I mean, we have another dead turn here, but otherwise we can just spam Shadow Claw again. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum bum. Shadow Claw should kill. Okay. Oh, a crit. Okay. Because I wasn't sure if Shadow Claw was gonna kill because Dusclops is fairly tanky, truth be told. So let's head through. Is there an item there? No, there is not. So much snow. 217. Oh, there's an actually different route here. Oh, this is why it lagged. It had to render in. Oh, blah, blah. It had to render in the shaders for the stupid snowstorm. Did you just give me... Did you just give me something? Did you just give me an HM? Or did you just talk to me? Could be. No. Can we use defog? Does that work against a snowstorm? It probably it doesn't. Great. Well, YouTube will hate this, by the way. YouTube hates these kinds of snowy things. Be it Minecraft, be it Pokemon, any game where snow is moving this fast is hated by game streaming and YouTube and video stuff. Because that's a lot of moving things to constantly render. Electabuzz, I mean, it should just die to Stash. We should have also healed up Jeff. Then again, Jeff might just... Another crit, which I still believe was very unnecessary. I accept, though. Bum ba da dum. Jeff. Now is a Magma. We do have the Swampert. Our level cap, by the way, for Candace is level 44. So life is good still. We're still very much in the safe zone. Hail continues to fall. Fair enough. Shrek is burned. Typical. Surf. Beat up the Magma. Magma is faster. That is spooky. But Surf should just drown it. It is stab and super effective. I don't actually know if it just straight up then 350% more damage or if it calcs even beyond that. If it's additive or multiplicative. Anyway, it kills. We can go ahead and use potions. Might as well. Spend another. Yes, I know, I could run back to the safe house and everything, but that's gonna take ages, especially in the snow. The burn... Do I care about the burn? I mean, we do have burn heal. Might as well. You never know when the trainer comes around just being really iffy. There is, by the way, another... No, is that an item or is that a trainer? It is an item. Blue shard. As if we need them. Well, to be fair, we might need them down the line sometime. There's a trainer there. I'm not, like, looking forward to fighting all the trainers. But some, at least. Is there an item here? There is. Aha! A nugget. Okay. I knew there had to be something in that corner. It was too suspicious. Repel Wharf, that's fine. Hello, trainer. Fight! Fight me! Bum 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 ba da 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 bum bum bum. Just a snow runt. We actually have a snow runt of our own, which we might well use, honestly. There is a good world in which we might use it. I'm still contemplating putting Nidoking in as a special sweeper, but I'll just have to see. Another crit, come on. I hope that the enemies aren't gonna, like, gain the negative karma of all the crits. That would be evil. Move. I love the snow area, you know, but I also hate it for being so slow. Is there more here? I know there's trainers. I also don't care about them. Not as much. Item. Item. Iron. I'll take iron. Anything else? Is there actually stuff hidden in the snow? Oh no, there is. No, that's just an item. Fair enough. There's a house. Ooh, TM07 Hail. Hail is pretty interesting. We do also have the ice stone so that we could enhance the hail timer. You don't have anything? Okay. There's another item up there. Rock climb. There we go. We can't use it yet because we need to beat the ice gym, I think. But it's still really good. Again, I don't care about all the trainers. Oh. Very well. I didn't even notice that he was moving and turning around because it's snowing too much. Bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 da 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 bum ba da dum bum bum ba dum ba ba dum. Okay, a Krogunk. I mean, is Aerolase super effective or is poison gonna be negative? I feel like I'm asking this question fairly often. It is super effective, okay. One of these days, I'll know exactly what types resist what. But until then, we're back to guessing. Riolu, I mean, we have a dead turn here. Bum, 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 bum. Aerolase. Man, I wish I had Riolu. Sadly, the egg was just another Pikachu. Bum. Another Pokemon. Bum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Machoke. I mean, it also just dies to Aerolase, except in one turn. Submission could hurt. Okay, it's fine. Are we faster? We're probably faster. Bum ba-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-dum, bum bum. We are faster. Aerolase should just kill the Machoke. Ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum, bum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Aww. Just as I was about to feel the music. Let's keep moving through the snow. How to avoid a sneeze. Ugh. Just think about me saving you all from sneezing too loudly. There's another trainer. The other issue with it being very warm right now is that all the plants are basically deciding to murder me. I know the irony of a herb VTuber having a pollen allergy, but it is true. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Curl it down. I mean, Jeff is just doing the work, the most work. Oh, it's actually now on level cap. It cannot gain another level. That is mildly inconvenient. Baniri, okay. Machamp can probably do some stuff. We had Jeff up front because he could just wear the amulet, the money amulet, without any worries. Jump kick is fine. Vital throw. Yeah, vital throw honestly just does it. Oh no, not if we're getting confused. Do not confuse us. Wow, that hurt quite a bit. Vital throw should kill. And it does kill. Good. Bravo. Seeking. That is rough. That is quite rough. If you dare to horn drill or like do the one-hit KO move, I will be very angry with you. Okay, waterfall. Luxray should be able to tank waterfall with ease, I think. Okay, that actually did more damage than I expected it to do. Thunderfang, go! Does it kill? Probably should. Probably should just kill. It does kill. Bum. 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 Okay. We should heal. We should definitely heal. Do the smart thing and heal up. Get Jeff back up to full. Get the Machamp up to full. As well as the Luxray. And then everybody's happy. There we go. And I think we will go ahead and swap out the Jeff for the Machamp here. Machamp is still going to be the champ for the Ice Gym, I feel like. So I'm going to be a little bit more reserved. Oh, this is 217, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So we get a Houndour for 217, which is actually also really, really good for the Ice Gym. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I'll take it. That's pretty interesting. 217, Houndour. Houndoom is a cool Pokemon. I don't think I've ever had a Houndoom in a team. Like, ever. I don't think I've ever really had a Houndoom in a team. Its German name is Hunduster. Like, dark dog, basically. Actually, it's a pretty good translation, actually. There we go. There we go. And that is a Houndour for us. Now this goes into Acuity. This is 217 exactly. Oh no, the snow is still pain. Okay, so this is Acuity. We need to head up here. Yep, we still need to beat the Snow Point Gym. Oh my god, the game is so slow. So this is Acuity Lakefront. We need to also get an encounter from here, to be fair. So what do we get for this route? We get a Surskit. We already have that. That is dupes. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hello and welcome in, Ichika VT. Nice to meet you. This is my first time here. Greetings from Japan. Greetings from Germany. I sadly cannot read nor speak Japanese, except for like the one or two like off words like konnichiwa. That is basically it. Enjoy your stay though. Hope you're having a good day. Mighty Ina's also dupes. I mean, we didn't even need to fight it. We could have just run. Oh well. We still need to get our encounter for this, unless that's all we can get here. I doubt that. I doubt that was all we could get here. There should be more than just 2 Pokemon on this route. What can we get? Can we get something new? It's looking pretty bad for us getting something new. Let's hope we do. I don't really want to lose an encounter. I mean, we could just pick up a second Mightyena because it is a good mon. But Ultra Ball, nice. I'd also just really like to have something new. What do we get? What do we get? We get a Drowsy. Okay, fair enough. Drowsy is a new Pokemon. Will it be in the team? Probably not. We already have an Abra, so Drowsy's probably just gonna chill on the box for an eternity. But it's still a good mon overall. Drowsy, save, go. And then we still need to possibly return to 216 if we already have a Snubble. I'm pretty sure we already have a Snubble. Drowsy's German name is Traumato, like traumatized tomato. Traumato. There we go. There we go. We have a traumatized tomato now. And we are now at Snowpoint City. Oh, the lag is still awful. Snow is too mean. Ultra Ball get. And let's see. We need to go into the Pokemon Center. Get inside Pokemon Center and check the box. Oh, there's a gym leader again as well. Move Pokemon. So this is what we just got, and it's a maybe. And we do already have a Snubble. So this is not it. We need to return to 216 eventually. Probably can just do that in a second here. Did we get anything else? Yeah, you. Which you're actually pretty good. I'll keep you up here. You, however, will have to go back on the loser's box. There we go. Okay, let's... Do we want to run back right now, though? Probably not right now. Meleen Burr. Oh, it's you, actually. I'm hoping to see Candace soon, but I'm staying put until I warm up first again. Okay, I didn't remember this. Thank you for coming. I'll battle you as my thank you. No, I don't want to fight you. You just have Clefairies, and I do not care about the Clefairies. One bit. Did we heal? I'm not even sure. Yes, no, we didn't. I looked at one Pokemon and determined that we were healed, but then I looked at another and was like, nope, we did not. So let's heal up, and then we can beat up Candace, I think. Candace shouldn't be too bad. I say that, but she does also have a Frostlass, which is going to be rough for the Machamp. Other than that, though, everything else basically just dies to it. Good question is then if we want to level up the Houndour right now into something useful, which we can do for the gym. We could also use the Nidoking, though. Does she have anything? Yes, she does have Psychic. So we could actually just use the Houndour instead of Nidoking right here. Let's take the item. We might as well not use candies yet. We can still candy up after. So we might as well just put on the XP share onto the Houndour for now. Share the EVs and XP. People forget that. And then we can beat up the gym's trainers first. Does anybody can actually give you anything? I don't think so. We don't have any of the Reggies, so... well, is there a route up there? There is not. Okay. Oh, the snow's too thick. Okay. Do you have... hey. No, nothing. Do you have anything? Also, like how this is like an entire city, but also like not really, because there's like one house. You were just trading Bedichamp for Haunter. Actually, that is pretty good. If it is a Haunter, I think trades aren't randomized, so I'm not gonna use the trade. As funny as it would be. Streaming is a trendy thing to say. I mean, they were way ahead of themselves. Wait, what do you do? What's this guy do? Share colored shards with me and I'll teach your Pokemon some moves. Oh. Oh, that is pretty dope. Wait. Wait. I need to actually read this stuff. Snore, Magnetize, Swift. Is that all you can teach? What can Machamp get? Snore and Helping Hand. Anything useful in you? Snore? Okay, you're useless. You're absolutely useless, NPC. Okay, let's just head inside the gym. Can't be that bad. Oh, it can't be that bad because I just remembered what this gym was all about. It was an awful puzzle. Whoosh. Hello, trainer. Fight me. Did we put Machamp up front? I think we did. Snorunt. I mean, honestly, the Slacken could also probably deal with Candace. We'll see. Snorunt can just die to Vital Throw, though. And that, for sure. We could probably throw Brick Break on it as well at this point. Is Brick Break stronger than Vital Throw? It might be. A bonk. Does it kill? It does, because it's super effective. And it's stab. I shouldn't even ask these questions. Snorunt. Another one. And another one. And protect. Is that all you can do? Is press protect. Fair enough. Fair enough, NPC. Bam. Vital Throw, go. Ice Fang, unless it freezes, it shouldn't really do anything. Okay, good. There we go. Glalie. Glalie is pretty cool, but I think it still just suffers to vital. It has another protect. Okay. Okay, NPC. I understand. They really want me to equip Brick Break. At least the gym leader doesn't spam protect. He actually does so much damage now. Compared to the Snoruns before. And it also kills. I mean, again, it should. But it also just takes ages for the HP bars to drop. Okay, so let's heal. And maybe check if Brick Break is worth it. That is one. I can just give you a potion. You don't need to be full against trainers. So let's see here. Brick Break, wherever that is right somewhere. There. 75. It is stronger. So it's just straight up an upgrade to Vital Throw. Might as well. It is just straight up an upgrade. I mean, the Vital Throw can't miss. But Brick Break also gets through all the shields. So that's not a bad pickup. Hey there, Game Otaku. Glad to see you're still alive. I am still alive. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. How's your day? We're currently in the midst of the ice gym, trying to fight and face Candace pretty soon. Ice beam hurts. Holy, okay. That was almost a really bad one. Brick Break should kill. Yes, it... No, it doesn't. Oh. Okay. Okay. It doesn't kill. So we go into Swampert. Haven't seen you since we played Commander on Tabletop Sim. Oh my god, it's been an eternity. Wait. Can this lady stop critting? Holy crap. Just don't crit again and then we'll be happy. Ooh. It must have been years then, since I also haven't played any Commander in years. But I hope you're doing fine. I hope the years, the time has done you well. Let me heal stuff, because that was just a lot of damage. Might as well use the Moo Moo Milk up. Oop. That should get Swampert up again. Enough at least. And the Machamp up. And then we can go ahead and probably use a normal potion on the Swampert still. Yeah, that suffices. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Okay. Another trainer, another trainer. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum. A Piloswine. That might be a bit tankier. Except it might also just be 4 times effective. Go for Brick Break, see what happens. Actually, you're already on level cap level as well. The trainers in here are actually really good compared to other gym trainers. Earthquake might hurt. Awesome streamer, man. How are you today? I'm doing fine, Spyro. How are you doing? Holy... all the crits. All and every single crit. This is absurd. I feel like the last 3 attacks were just crits. Oh. You just came in at a really rough time. Oh. I could just timestamp this. I have a hotkey now to timestamp stuff so that I don't need to eat through hours of my time to find the clips. Maybe this is a clip. Because we just did get critted far too many times. But yeah, I do hope everybody's doing fine. I hope you're not all suffering from the insane weather from today, because the weather is basically straight up just awful. Eating us up at like 32 degrees right now. Where do we need to go? Apparently this way? Maybe? Oh god, I always suck at this puzzle. No. No. Okay. Let's think about this. Let us go like so. Can't go there. We can head back here. I always suck at this puzzle. Okay, now we can clear the other ball from this side. There we go. We can clear these. Okay, we're getting there. Slowly but surely getting there. Oh. Well, maybe this was actually necessary. No, we can't get up there. There's still... We need to get to that snow piece up there somehow. It's 27 Celsius here. Eek. That's rough. I mean, it's 32 for me here. But yeah, it's all rough. Oh, there's another trainer. There we go. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da. Let me actually sit up right here. This is starting to just be painful. It's too warm to sit just in one spot, because once that spot warms up, it's just really uncomfy. And it rained not too long ago, so humidity. Yeah, but at least rain does make it cooler. I kind of wish it would just rain here. I'm usually fine with humidity, I'll say. It's just more the direct heat that is painful, because it's gonna be humid anyways. Because you just sweat and drink and sweat even more. So, might as well even at least cool down a couple of degrees with just a rain. And I'll gladly accept the humidity. Brick break should kill. That's 4 times effective and stab. Okay. Champ is doing the work that it's supposed to do. Houndor leveled up. Is that an evolution? It is an evolution. Nice. Dum da dum da dum bum bum ba dum 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 bum 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 ba dum. Houndoom. Houndoom is actually a really cool Pokemon. It will also really help. So it's my Wednesday at work. Break me free from work. Oh. Invest money and get an early what's that called? Not rent. Maybe it is rent. Early no longer working time. Oh, did I screw it up? I might have. No. So wait, how? Ah, I need to go there, and then beat this ball, and then we're fine. We're fine. Now I just need to figure out how to... This way. Okay, we did it. We can just go through here. We can say, well, let's candy up. Let's get everybody up to level cap, which is 44. The next level cap is actually going to be fairly interesting. Because the next one is Falconer at level 50. But we won't go beyond 48 because of Cyrus in Distortion World. Oh yeah, I do wish you good luck at work. We do not need Scary Face. Let's... be careful here. There we go. Let's get Houndoom up as well. That might be useful. Let me actually speed through this. This is Yap time. I will probably make a couple of videos next week. Do we need Feint Attack? We don't need Feint Attack. I'll probably make a couple of videos relating to a mobile game that I played a lot actually on my channel, which was Ark Knights. So that is something that I really want to get back to doing. I also want to do a tutorial for some of the streaming stuff that I set up now. Because there is some really good tools within OBS actually to make clip scrubbing much easier. So that is on my plan list as well. Try and get some amount of evergreen content in, which is usually really difficult to do. I also still need to clip scrub a couple of the fights from the Smash stream like a couple of weeks ago with Aki, which is also on my plans. There's so many things on my plans and so little time. I actually had so much time this week, but the heat just killed me too much. Crunch on Hilda is actually pretty good. Finally Hilda gets Crunch. Very necessary, very good, very strong. And I think this is the second to final level up. Go. Now we have all of that. We can now heal up our team a bit. Probably just using super potions here. Yeah. And the Swampert takes a potion. Yap time over. Finish the yapping. Let's save the game. We're now at 17.5 hours. This is already... I wonder if Platinum is going to be as long as both my Fire Red runs together. Making Platinum a really long game actually to beat. Does it make sense? I guess it does make some amount of sense. Like even if I took away like an hour or two from going into the expedition mines and everything. Okay, you want to challenge Candace? Yes, we do want to challenge Candace. Hello. Let's beat you, Mrs. Ice Gym. Let's do this. Let's do this. What is stronger, the fists of a Machamp or the ice of an Ice Gym? Okay, Machamp, go ahead with Brick Break. That should just take care of actually most of the things. It's also interesting that the order's different here. The tracker says that Piloswine is supposed to be first, but it's actually Sneasel that's first. At the very least, it doesn't matter, because they're both weak to fighting. We got a crit. It wasn't a necessary crit. We had a stab and 4 times effectiveness. Frostlass, we have to actually swap out fairly soon here already. We can go into the Houndoom. There's words in which I should have given it like a fire item. Psychic doesn't do anything. We can use Fire Fang. Double team sucks, but Fire Fang might still kill it, honestly. Let's see. Fire Fang actually hits. That's good. Very good. It doesn't kill. It's a 2-hit KO, and it has a... Okay, we baited out the Citrus Berry. At the very least. That makes it also a 3-hit KO. Shadow Ball... I don't think it does anything. No, it doesn't. Houndoom is a really good pickup against Frostlass. We can be very lucky to have gotten it. Did we need it necessarily? Oh god, a Hyper Pop. Did we need it necessarily? I think the Slacking could have also done a pretty good job. Because it does also have Shadow Claw. But I think this is just a safer choice. Stop it with the Shadow Balls. And just go down already. We actually got the special stuff full. That's pretty bad. Please just kill now. Yes, good. Very good. Houndoom. Doomed the Frostlass. Then is the Piloswine. Piloswine, we do not want to stay in with this, though. We can... Well, can we safe switch into the Machamp? Piloswine has Earthquake, Stone Edge, Avalanche, and Hail. Hail and Avalanche we don't really care about. Earthquake we care about, and Stone Edge we care about. So let's just go into the Slacking. Slacking should be able to deal with this. Stone Edge, yep, that would have killed something, probably. Because that does a lot of damage. That was a crit, sheesh. Should just use Slash here. Slash is at least stab, nothing else is super effective. And it is a 2-hit KO, it's just gonna take a long time. Unless we get frozen. Then it's gonna take an even longer time, to be fair. Yep. Oh, please survive an Earthquake. Please. You are bulky. Yep, there we go. Slash, just 2-hit killer. Do not low roll in some weird way. There we go, that is Piloswine done. Next up is a Bomber Snow, which is actually pretty spooky. It has Woodhammer, Focus Blast, Avalanche, and Water Pulse. It's loaded with good moves. Good question, actually, what we would send in. Woodhammer would kill the Swampert. I'm also unsure. Focus Blast would probably kill the Houndoom. Machamp could probably tank a lot of things here. The Avalanche could hurt the Staraptor, but I think the Staraptor could also take it out, right? Is it actually... Yeah, it's weak to fire and fighting. So close combat could kill it. Flying does nothing. Flying is also 2 times effective, so we might as well just use a flying move instead of close combat. Although, super effective is better than stab. Nothing else, though, I think, could really deal with your Bomber Snow. Unless Hilda is, like, resistant to it, potentially. It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one. I think I'm gonna go in with the Staraptor here and pray. I think that's all we have to do here is pray. Because there's a lot of things we can do here. The Intimidate also helps. Woodhammer shouldn't do nearly as much now. Yep, there we go. The biggest worry was Avalanche. Hail is irritating. So close combat is the strongest move we have, plus it's effective. So, if anything, this would kill. But it might not. It does kill! I did not expect that. I would have totally accepted if it survived on like 1 HP. Fair enough. Raptor winning the day here. And Candace going down with ease, actually. Well, not quite with ease. It was, it was tricky. Icicle badge gotten. Ooh. And we get 72, which is Avalanche. Yeah, it is Avalanche. Avalanche isn't that great of a move, sadly. Oh well. There we go. We did Candace. So actually now we have a lot of on our list today, because now we need to go to the lake. Our level cap has been increased to 50, which is quite a bit. So let's heal up. And then we need to head to the lake and deal with that. So I can actually use rock climb now, which is another issue of I have to teach another HM. God, I hate HMs. Who can learn rock climb without screwing over their moveset? It might have to be, yeah, it might have to be you. Because you still have tackle. And you don't need... No, you already have 2. Jeez. No, you still need... You still need stuff. You still need the earthquake. There we go. Should we give it to you? Is rock climb better than slash? Slash is 70. This is... No, it's not. I mean, it's stronger, but it's also not better, per se. Anybody else? You could, but you also, like, are already limited with your moves. Well, not that limited. Maybe you just get rid of the cross chop. This should be fine, then. This is fine. Okay, did we heal? I think we did. Yes, we did. We can keep you in the team for now, I think. Yeah, let's just keep her in the team. The Houndoom. Keep the XP share on it as well. We can swap back to the slacking. Get the money from the amulet coin. Or coin amulet, either way. One way or the other. This allows us to sail somewhere. I think the league? Or even events. Oh, I'm awaiting the snow here. Yep, there's the laggy snow. The lag snow. Snow too deep. Of course. We avoided so much, and then we could have had a Curlier instead of Houndoom. Was it Curlier instead of Houndoom, or was it Curlier instead of Drowsy? I think it was Curlier instead of Drowsy. Which does make things a lot sadder. Oh well. Let's head up here. Is there anything over here, actually? Yes, there is a regular item. Good. Get me through the snow. It's actually Reaper Cloth. That's for Dustnoir. I'd love to get a Dust. We now have actually everything except for the Electrifier item. Oh, that's this way as well. Huh. I didn't even need to go all the way around. Fair enough. So now we can actually get everything except for the Electivire, and I'd love to get that. Would be a big fan of getting an Electivire. So now we have Jupiter, which isn't actually noted, so maybe we don't need to fight her? We don't need to fight her. Okay, so now we need to go into the Galactic HQ. Finally. We can surf on this. Is this a new zone? It is a new zone, right? So this is Lakefront, and this is actually the Acuity Lake. Now we can... Acuity Lake is a legendary encounter, so we shouldn't. We shouldn't do this until we know we can get the legends for stuff. So the gym, the thing was in Veilstone, so let's go to Veilstone. Go to Galactic HQ. Galactic HQ also has a pretty strong fight with Saturn and Cyrus. Cyrus already has Sneasel, Crobat, and Hornscrow, all of which I believe we can actually beat. And Saturn has Toxicroak, Bronzor, and Golbat, again, all of which I think we can actually beat. I'm not too worried about them. It's Cyrus later on that is going to be a pain. Okay. So, how are we looking actually on money by now? Because we've found a lot of fights. We did have a lot of fights. I should go into the casino here and do some money grind. Get some coins. Maybe pick up Ice Beam. There we go. Ice Beam is another 10k coins, so that's gonna take a while. But with 230, every 1,000 is 500. Every 1,000 is 500. So for 10,000, that's like 20,000 for 1,000. 200,000 exactly. 200,000 exactly as a single one of those TMs. That is insanity. Oh, I don't want to keep pressing the 50s. It already takes long enough. Okay. 200,000. That is quite the amount. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum. Is this just Gen 1 music, actually? It might be. Okay, we're almost poor. Unless I miscalced. Perhaps I miscalced. No, I think we'd still get... You really need to stop pressing the 50 coins. Because we also had some money left, so we shouldn't have to use all of our money here. But I might have miscalculated as well. Now we'll end up with some crunched coins here. There we go. We still have 20k. Good. So we can get Ice Beam, maybe? Ice Beam sounds good. We already have Flamethrower, right? Quick check. We should already have Flamethrower. Yep. Okay, and then we need Ice Beam and we need Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt, actually. All of which are really good moves. This was Flamethrower. This is Thunderbolt. Ice Beam might be the best one here for now. Because Ice Beam also deals with the Honchcrow. Let's check now. We have Ice Beam right here. Can anybody learn it? Swampert can actually learn it. I really need to swap his HMs later. HMs need to go before we head to the league, which is still gonna take a long time, to be fair. What else do we have? Also still have nothing else. What was I thinking of? Oh yeah, I wanted to check if the Houndoom is actually physical or special. Because it also depends on its nature. It's a special attacker, so we should actually just put Flamethrower on it. Sadly. Sad but true. Flamethrower is just a better move on it. Which is fine. Flamethrower is really consistent. And still a strong move. Again, the TMs are Gen 5 style. Mainly because it almost never matters. Because I could also just grind up these TMs, for example, again. We don't have any, like, good dark moves, sadly. Embargo doesn't really do well. Shadow Claw doesn't really do anything. No, I think we'll be fine at this point. So let's head up. We need to head into Team Galactic's base. What are you? Are you a person? Hey, it's you. I bet you don't remember me, but I sure remember you. Because of you, they took my Clefairy away. My partner called it quits and went back to his old country. Okay. Let's storm the hideout. Is there... This is the exit still, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is still just the exit. Yes, it is. So can we just waltz right into there? Probably. Hello, LaBelle. Very well, inside the Team Galactic warehouse, we will meet there. Prepare the best you can. I shall join you shortly. Okay, never mind. So the warehouse is where we need to head in. Okay. What would be the best Pokemon against them? They all have Golbats and... probably you're still fine. Is that or Luxray? I think... Luxray is actually pretty good still. Is Luxray physical? That's a different question. In its entirety. It is physical. It has a good special attack, but it is primarily physical. Fair enough. We will stick with this then. Sadly, it cannot have any elemental bites. Except for the Thunderfang. So let's open up the storage. And head inside. Grab the Pokeball. Duskstone. Duskstone is also a really good one. That will allow us to... I think we have a Honchkrow? Okay, let's beat up the trainers here. If there is any. We can't open up this door yet. We need a special key. What did you say? Okay, nothing relevant. You're a trainer. Hello, fight me. A Golbat. Hilda should be able to deal with it with utmost of ease. Thunderfang, go! That should definitely kill it. HP bars over just really slow. Yep. You only had a Golbat. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, item. We get zinc. We get vitamins from this. Interesting. Another trainer. Another one bites the dust. Houndour. I think Thunderfang's still gonna just do fair enough here. Thunderfang. Kills. Good. Murkrow. Assurance doesn't do that much. Thunderfang does kill though. Murkrow down, and I think that should be it. Yes, it is. Up the stairs. Where do these stairs lead to? They lead to another dude. You... What? I don't even have a Pokemon. I'm the gruntiest of the grunts. It's my fault though. I still don't know how to warp. How the warp portals connect. Okay. Interesting choice of placing an NPC there. Then we have another NPC here who actually can fight. Fascinating. Glameow. Glameow shouldn't be too much of an issue. Again, we just Thunderfang. We have a stab move. A pretty strong stab move. That is just barely not enough though. Captivate is irritating. But we're not planning to use our special attack. We can just tackle here to save up on some PP. Good. Now, which teleporter? The left one goes to a room with a PC. And that room leads to a stair. Okay. And a grunt. Okay, let's fight him. We should probably head back then as well and check the other stairs. Or the other teleporter. It might lead to somewhere important. Glameow again. Again, let's just use... Oh, Thunderfang missed. Yuck. At the very least, we don't need our special attack. There goes a Meow. Next up is a Krogunk. That is mildly iffy. I think we could still just Thunderfang though. Probably. There we go. That is one more down. Hilda just eats through all the enemies. Murkrow is also good to just be chomped on. I feel like we need Thunderbolt just to have another move on Hilda. Because I think Thunder Bite or Thunder Crunch? Thunder Fang. The Fang is a good move, but also really it's like the only one we have available for her right now. For him, her, them. Okay, so that was the left teleporter. Where does the right teleporter lead to though? It leads to an item. Snatch. Not that we need it, but might as well have gotten it. Shoop. And then we can continue on the left path here. Which led to a room, and that room led to a grunt. And... or led to a stair that led to a grunt. And then we can check on this left teleporter here, because there's a stair and a teleporter. Teleporter leads to another stair. A stair down. And the stair up leads to another grunt who does nothing. And another grunt who actually fights. Let's take the chance here to actually drink something. Hydrate myself. A Stunky. I think Thunderfang can just work. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Bum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Aw. The fights are over too fast. I can't even vibe with the music. What's this? Everything belongs to Team Galactic. Fair enough. Hello, trainer. Fight me. Even though you're not really a trainer, you're a thug. You're an evil person. Trainers love their Pokemon. You just hate them. Even though Team Galactus is a weird villain. Freeing all of Pokemon kind is basically their plan. Which puts them in a very weird position as a villain. But they also kind of want to eradicate the entire world. Murkrow down. Houndoom got a level up. It's nice. Another Stunky. Another chance to Thunderfang. I still need to plant berries. We should be doing that pretty soon. At like very easy to grab spots as well. Okay, we still need the key card. So the place up the stairs is the correct way to go. So we should take the teleporter and go down the stairs. And then we also kind of need to head back actually and unlock the other door that we saw right at the beginning. Hi. Just walk into his face. Okay, he has a Curlier. Hilda, go. I think we can just crunch. I mean, it's at least super effective. So that should do more than just a stab move. There we go. It saves us some PP as well. Then is Kadabra. Again, we can just crunch. I'm pretty good on that front. Oh, Psycho could hurt. Please don't kill. It does nothing. Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, right. Psycho Cut is a physical move. Why would you have a physical move? It's so weird. Kadabra has like no physical attack. Okay, beat this guy up because he just refused to have a special move on his Kadabra. We should heal though, because we are getting rather low. Let's just use another regular potion just to top it up. There we go. Let's sail the back to full. And then there's an item here, which is a dubious disc for Porygon. Not that Porygon really matters. Although I do think we have Porygon 2 or something. There's another trainer. There's also an item. There's a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is really good. I don't think we have a Pokemon that really wants to learn Sludge Bomb yet. Maybe the Nidoking, to be fair. Wait, was this a special move? It is a special move, and it's a really good special move. So maybe the Nidoking actually wants to learn it. Yes, the Houndoom can also learn it. Is it worth on the Houndoom? I'm not sure. I'm not going to teach it yet. You don't have anything? What is this? Galactic Key. We finally got it. Oh, that is the door that we had before. There we go. So... is there actually items here? Probably not. No. Let's head up here then. We have some weird amount of fights. Because then the tracker says Cyrus is first, which has a higher level. And then comes Saturn, which is a lower level. So I'm not exactly sure. I think I'll still pump them up to like 46 just to be on Cyrus level. Which is safer than being derpy with it. Is this Cyrus's abode though? It does look fairly official. I think we're probably fine if we just pump them all up to 46 for now. They shouldn't get too much of a level up. Okay, now our actual level cap is 50. This is just for prosperity. This is purely for trying to be nice to the encounters that come in between. Go, that is Swampert. We do not want Protect. Jeff can also get a level up. Everybody gets level ups really. I think... ooh. I'm still like thinking of what we want to actually take with us to the Cyrus fight in the Distortion world. Oh, and now you're on 46 as well. Okay. Let's open up this door, and it is not Cyrus. Okay, it's just frustration. Wait, where do we need to go then? Did we miss another door? Did we? Or did we... oh, now we, I think, no longer have to go through here, but then we need to go through the actual building? So we can now open up the actual door? Is that what it is? So we can head out here now. That's why there was the other place. Ah. Naruhodo. Let's head out. The long way, I guess, at this point. Might as well. It's not that long, at least. It is a detour, but it's not the worst. And the music is chill. Okay, now we can head up. Head up and out of this place and into Team Galactic HQ. I think we... wasn't there like a cosplay part about this? There's actually an item there. Let's head up. I'll grab the item. I'm not sure what this item is. If it's something worthwhile or not. It is full incense, which I don't actually think it's relevant. I think that was for... is that to get Munchlax from Snorlax or something? It's not that relevant. Let us heal up in the Pokemon Center, because at least we get the PP back. We didn't need to level everything up though, that kind of stinks. I'll try not to overlevel too much for the first Cyrus fight. I mean, again, this second Cyrus fight, I should say, is still not quite full power. The real Cyrus in Distortion World is the true villain. Worse than probably most of the trainers, except E4 except for champ. Okay, now we can head inside this thing because nobody's going to watch us walk in, obviously. So then we have a potential double fight, but we'll just take it on one after another. Golbat versus Hilda. I mean, I think we all know how this is gonna end. Hilda just kills him. Right. Yes. The HP bars are still so slow. And still too warm. Please everybody remember to hydrate. Because it's way too warm. Thunderfang should also take down another Golbat. There we go. Another Golbat down. Another one bites the dust. Then we have another Galactic Grunt here. Might as well fight them. Can't dodge them. Golbat again. Another Thunderfang. There goes that life. Houndour. Also gonna die to Thunderfang. Everything dies. Houndour down. And they're doing the best of work here. So let's head down. Is that it? There's a book here. Report titled The Pokemon Statues of Eterna. No. We do not want to read. So the bottom teleporter leads us to a place within a teleporter, which leads us to an item, which is a max revive. That's absolutely useless. Because again, it's a Nuzlocke. There's no reviving. I've thought about doing stuff like insane redeems, but nah. Top teleporter leads us to another item, which is a green shard. Whoop-de-doo. If there was at least any good shard moves, then I'd grind for them. This way it's like meh. Hey, it's a psychic guy. It's a researcher who probably has something like Kadabra. It's a Porygon too. That's very random. Very random. Luxray should be able to just murder it. Special attack up doesn't really help you. We have a stab move. I'm not worried about it. Not necessarily. Way faster we are. Maybe the crunch will deal with it. It does deal with it. Very good. Hilda is being MVP right now. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Okay. Teleport up. Teleporter leads us to the bell in the midst of a big galactic speech. I'm not gonna read all of that. Let's face it, most of us have played Platinum. They're the evil guys, they will do evil guy stuff. Okay. And nobody noticed us. Interesting. How did nobody notice us? I don't know, I'll take it. The idea of having to fight like 100 Team Galactic guys would be awful. Wait, can we heal in here? We found a Pokédoll in here. That is weird. It's a bed. Want to take a rest? Yes. Oh, that's really good. That is dope, actually. Is there something else here? Don't think there is. That's pretty good. Also means though that the boss is probably around the corner. These guys are a double fight. How good are we at a double fight? I mean, we can put Jeff up here just to get the money from a double battle. Beat them up. And probably, I mean, we can probably just beat them up this way. Let's face it. Hilda plus Jeff together will take care of everything. Krogunk and a Skunky. They don't even have like the evolved mons, and I'm pretty sure they have had the chance to evolve at this point. They really should be evolved at this point, but the game is just being silly by not doing that. Sucker Punch doesn't really matter. Like these encounters, all of these fights would be so much more difficult if they were evolved. And nothing would be a one hit. Most of these things would be at least a 2-hit. And I'd actually need to fear about everything, because everything would do much more damage. Maybe the next time I do a randomizer, there is an option to force the trainers to have evolved Pokemon. Maybe I do that next time. And just see if that works. You're not going to do anything, but I'll just... I'll still just try and kill the Stunky here, I guess. Get rid of the thing that is most likely to toxic us, which I do want to avoid. I mean, the healing bed is just around the corner, but if I don't have to, then I won't need to. Mudbomb could hurt. It doesn't, though. And then there's a Clammeow. So we continue with Thunderfang and Irrelace. Irrelace should kill the Krugunk. And then Thunderfang, unless it misses, should also kill the Clammeow. There it goes. There it goes. That is that. How much money do you actually get from these fights? 6,000? That's a good amount. That is over halfway of getting another 500 coins. So there's 3 teleporters now. So what does the far left one do? This one sends us to a stairway, and the stairway sends us to boss. Okay. Good to know. Let's try out the other ones first, because we don't want to fight boss right away. This one leads us to a dining hall with max elixir, which is also good. I mean, it's not like the best, especially since we actually have access to berries. Elixir, okay, good. But it's still good. Let's see. Next up is this one. Where does this one lead to? Don't we get like Master Ball from here? No, there's protein. Master Ball we might get after this. And we did check every path here as well. We don't want to walk back. We can just do this. We can just do this. We don't need to use the bed. That is, go ahead and use a potion. I think that's super potion. We still have pretty good amount of heals here. Do you want to give the Houndoom a fire item? Probably. If we have one, we should put that on. If we don't, though, then well. Dread Plate is for dark type moves, which is also good, I guess, for bite at the very least. Black Glasses is also not bad. I don't know if we have a fire boosty item. We do not. Then I guess I'll just give the Houndoom the dark move, Dark Plate. There we go. Yes, we don't need the XP share on it. That's fine. Let me quickly sneeze. And I'm back. Okay, let's head inside of here. Hello, Cyrus. So you've come, you heard my speech, I take it. Big lie, of course. It's true insofar as my intention is to create a new world, but that world isn't for the likes of Team Galactic. I seek an entirely new world solely for myself. If not, it could never be the complete and perfect world. You've seen my minions of Team Galactic. You yourself must know that they are uniformly useless and incomplete. Yes. I agree. I know why you're here. I can sense it in you. I took a shower, okay? I did take a shower. It's about Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, correct? You want to save them. I no longer have any need for them. I'm finished with them. If your heart aches to save them, go right ahead. I couldn't care less. It will save me the trouble of disposing of them. But I must say, you are a remarkable specimen. Those Pokemon have nothing to do with you, do they? But still, you came to rescue them out of pity. Such pitiful, useless emotions. It's illogical and irrational. Somebody's a bit cray-cray. Pity and compassion are products of the weak and faulty human heart. You are compelled to come here by such vacuous sentimentality. I will make you regret paying heed to your heart. The second Cyrus fight with amazing music. Hello, Cyrus. Let's beat you up. Honestly, you don't even have that much. Sneasel, I should have put something else in front. Ah, screw it. Ice Punch shouldn't kill. Ice Punch shouldn't kill. There we go. Thunderfang might kill, though. Honestly, Hilda might just be able to kill everything. If she can get past... No, she can't get past the Sneasel. I think Ice Punch was already the strongest thing it had, and it only did like 40-ish damage. Hyper Potion sucks. I guess Crunch is fine. It's not gonna kill it. Not nearly as much, but then again, Thunderfang would also not have killed it. Maybe a high roll. At this point, though, Thunderfang should kill. There we go. That is Sneasel down. Next up is Crobat, which is definitely faster than us, and we don't really have the capability of tanking it. So let's go into you. You can, Slacking can definitely tank. Poison Fang, unless you poison, of course. If you poison me, then that stuff hurts a bit more. There we go. We can slash. Air Cutter could... No, it's not the... It's not the flinch one. Slash should do a good chunk of damage. Not kill, perhaps. Oh, a crit. I'll take a crit. I will take a crit gladly. Honchkrow, same deal. I mean, we have a dead turn, and Honchkrow honestly can't touch us except for Drill Peck and Faint. Drill Peck might hurt, though. Well, we'll see. We have a Loafing turn. How much damage does Drill Peck do? With 152 HP, so that only did 51. And a crit can't kill us, so let's just use Slash. It does have a Citrus Berry unless Slash kills. It's another crit? Sheesh. Okay, is Slash a critting move? Well, that's GG for Cyrus. Wow. I did not expect that. Oh, we get Master Ball from him. Fair enough. GG, Cyrus. Is Slash a critty move? Has high crit ratio. Okay. I accept. Then it's no longer just random. It's actually legit. It's legitimately just really powerful. Let's feed them Moo Moo Milk. Moo Moo Milk is still just a really good one. 100 HP is like the perfect amount to heal. It's really underrated to have the farm restaurant there. So that's the exit. There's another exit. Where's this one lead to? This leads to a secret bunker, full restore, okay. Along with green fluid capsules. Oh, come on, game. Nothing? Nothing, 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 nothing. There's a researcher. And an exit. Oh, there's the baby. And there's Saturn as well. Saturn has Golbat, Krogunk, Toxicroak, and Bronzor. I think Hilda just does this again. So let's take care of him. Bum 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 bum. Saturn is just a pushover. Let's face it. Thunderfang. Confuse Ray could annoy. Please just snap out of confusion right away. Or at least don't hit yourself. There we go. Hilda doing the work. Hilda doing the amazing work of dealing with Saturn. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. Bum. Bronzor. Should not be an issue, honestly. Doesn't really. Well, Gyro Ball is mildly spooky. We can Crunch. We snapped out of confusion. That's amazing. Crunch could deal with Bronzor. It crits. Jesus. Too many crits today. Toxicroak. I mean, we don't have anything good against Toxicroak, but it also kind of doesn't really have anything too good against us. I mean, this isn't super effective or anything. It's just stab. Thunderfang, go. It doesn't do much. Okay, so we can go again. We can survive another hit, even with a crit. But we should swap out after this one. And it has a citrus berry. Fair enough. Now we need to swap out. And into what is the big question? I think we can probably swap into the Swampert here. It's the safest of them all. Poison Jab again. Doesn't really do much. And we can just press Surf. Brick Blade should still be super effective, but also I'm not too worried about it. No, it isn't even super effective. Okay. Never mind. That's just a dead Toxicroak. If it had Dry Skin, I would have been mad. There goes Saturn, though. Push over. Okay. Push the button. Release them. Now the legendaries are available. What are you? You're just an evil scientist. Okay, so that is this. We can now take the other teleporter. Oh, there's a door here that leads to the outside. What is this teleporter? This one leads to the speech area. Is there actually anything here? Like, it would seem like something should be hidden here, but apparently not. Fair enough. I mean, it only makes sense that you could get up there. Attention to detail. Okay. This is the exit. We are done with the Galactic HQ. Okay, so we have Mount Coronet next, which is gonna take quite a bit of work. And also has distortion work. We basically need to really think about our team now. Ba-da-dum. Really need to think about our team now. We might do some cleanup. Because I don't want to head up the Mount Coronet just to go back and then head up back again. So what kind of cleanup do we do? And where do we even need to go through? Like, what is the right path to go to the upper stage of Mount Coronet? I might actually know where it is. So, Houndoom, Haunchcrow, Crobat, Gyarados, and Weavile. Again, the Houndoom and Weavile probably die to the Machamp. Gyarados probably dies to the Luxray, as does the Crobat. Haunchcrow also probably just dies to the Luxray. So I think we're actually doing fairly fine on our team. I think we can probably just stick with this. For now, at least for that entire ordeal. Yeah, sure. Let's stick with this team. It might be a good enough team to just beat everybody up. Let us equip the XP share again, though. XP share, go. back onto you because you definitely have the least amount of EVs so far. And do we want to grab healing? I mean, we might as well. Then I need to figure out a way to get up, basically. This is all post-game. This is all after Mount Coronet. The healing was up from Solaceon. And yes, I'm going to go grab Moo Milk, and I'm probably going to grab like a ton of potions and everything. Because we are about to embark on a long and tedious path here. Is this the correct one? It is the correct one. Okay, let's sit inside and buy Moo Milk because it's the best. Yeah, grab a dozen. Probably want to grab another dozen. Yep, there we go. There we go. And then we can go back into the shop, probably. Whoop. Go inside the store. We can also plant some berries. Let's do some smart things now as well. So let us go ahead and grab like 20 potions and like 20 super potions. We do have enough hyper potions. We don't really need max potions too much. I'm not too worried about the rest of these. We still have more than enough rare candies with us as well. We still have more than enough max repels as well. Let's sell some of the crap we have though. We do not need the incense. We do... Whoa, it's a raid. Bumble with a raid. Welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me do the honors of grabbing your username and doing the shoutsies outsies. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How was stream? I hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good time playing Fortnite. I hope you got all the winner chicken dinners. We'll also probably sell the dubious disc. Again, we don't need to evolve them. We don't need the nuggy. We probably don't need the light clay. Not the stardust either. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're all having a great time. We do kind of want to save up the rest. Not the star pieces though. That's money. Hope you guys are not stuck inside of an ad right now. That would kind of be evil. We do have a couple of heart scales still as well. Let's face it, we're never not using the sticky barb. It was good, had some fun time, enjoyed the gun games we did at the end, though, but got 4 wins in a row on a blitz. That's pretty good. That sounds really good. Sounds like pro. We don't need the upgrade. We don't need the regular repels. We just need the max repels. We do not need any like revives and garbage like that. Max revive as well. Hello Alice, welcome in as well. How are you doing? I hope you could recharge your battery. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a great time. Let me actually also shout out Alice here, because she also does stream and she really needs to go into Smash Bros Bootcamp so we can beat up Aki. The www became a link. That is fascinating. You're welcome, you're welcome. I hope the food was good. But yeah, Bumble, was today's stream a sign of consistent streams again, or are you still like gonna wait for a while until you get back into it full force like before? Is the PC actually doing you good as well? I did want to ask that for a while now. We still have so many things here. I think we're fine though. Let us plant down the berries here. Before I forget for like the billionth time, we mostly need the leopard berries. Yep, there we go. This one's important. And then we also want the citrus berries because they're also really important. Because, yeah, leopard berries are really good as elixirs, and citrus berries are just free heals whenever we need them. Okay, let's water them with the technique that I noticed just through playing the Nuzlocke. You can walk while watering them, which is insanity. I never knew you could. Okay, let us do some thinking here. What else do we need to do here? We had berries over here, I think. It's hopefully the start of consistent, but we'll have to see as we're now readying the house. Renting the house out too, so being kept busy. Going to make a proper schedule with my ma so I know when she needs me and when I'm free. Fair enough, fair enough. That family comes first all the time, obviously. Oh, there's no berries here. There was... Wait, we have a berry tracker somewhere here. Somewhere in this layer. Oh yeah, you can see how late it is. Where is the berry tracker? Did we already grab all the berries? I think we already must have grabbed all the berries then. Okay, we did apparently. Fair enough. Oh, it's just one off behind that one. Fair enough. But yeah, renting out the place is interesting. What do we want to do? We can head to the legends now. So let's do that as well. Readying. So it means getting rid of things and tidying it up. I may be misreading. I've never heard of that, but I'm also not like native, so that might actually just be an actual thing. Getting rid of things and tidying it up. So basically a big clean out. That does sound very busy then. Sounds very, very busy. Again, the thing in the lake, is this a different place? So this is Verity Cavern. This is Lake Verity. So Verity Cavern is its own thing. Are they... They're not written on the tracker again. Fun. Which is actually quite annoying. I guess I just have to accept them as they are. But let's go ahead and get... No legends? Okay, so we can't get the legends yet. Fair enough. I guess that's after we do the entire Mount Coronet stuff. How do we get up there, though? I think we do need the rock climb. This is Iron Island. We already did that. This up here, I think, is for Darkrai or something. If I had the event, which I don't, and I'm not gonna... I could activate them. Activating them is actually really easy. I could activate all the events, but that's kind of meh. I don't think we need to grab anything else. I think we just kind of head inside. It's a very old saying, and I keep being very busy with it. I'm already struggling just doing the few things I have around house. Like, there's so many... It's like... Thank you for the hydrate, Alice. The water always makes me shake for some reason. It's so good. Thank you, thank you. I had to do, like, work for it, though. It's just part of Varuda, which is like the 3D... It's like the live 3D version of live 2D. So that's just built in. I could turn that... If I had extra, like, 3D models, let me actually drink. If I had extra 3D models for the water and, like, particle effects, I could turn it into, like, snow and everything. I do want to look into that for winter time. For when winter comes. When winter comes. And winter will come. Then we shall be drowned in an avalanche. Okay. We can rock smash our way through. We have all the HMs now. Painfully enough, we have all the HMs. There's a trainer here. We might as well fight them. Just drop the ice cubes on you. Yes. Just drop a load of ice cubes on me. Then have a friend come over who just chucks an ice cube like at my neck into my shirt. Now that would be next level realism. That would be a really mean redeem. But it wouldn't be the first time that I saw that happen. I knew back in my day when I first had like a lot of like followers. I didn't have following, but I followed a lot of people, mainly Minecraft YouTubers, honestly, that eventually broke apart and became their own thing. But one of them did a lot of very weird redeems. That was just punishment center. It's just like doing VR, playing a horror game in VR is already painful enough. But then having a friend come over, and whenever chat redeemed something really annoying, they'd like spook him, or they'd throw like jelly babies at him, or giving like gummy bear stuff and everything. That would like, if you are blind because you are just in VR, so you can't actually see anything, you look at it and you're just like, what the hell just happened? You get spooked by that kind of stuff. There's no way of getting to the peak of Mount Coronet from this side. Was I supposed to go up from the Orbro City side? Maybe I wasn't supposed to climb up from Eterna City side, or I didn't need hidden moves like Surf 2. Did I need? Oh, is this how it is? I don't see. I don't even remember where we go up from. Maybe I do need to go from Orbro. That sounds horrible. It does sound horrible, but it also made that dude a lot of money. just imagine the amount of like gift sub redeems and everything that were like spend like which by the way is against your ass. But that dude made so much money. So let's, I guess, go through Orbro if they're saying that. I hope they're not saying that to make me go through an unnecessarily amount of path here. Wouldn't say that to be uncomfortable, indeed. Don't be a sellout. Just don't. I think we can go up here, and then we need to... No, I never fought against them. Oh well, might as well. I've avoided these guys for long enough, apparently. That's actually a thing that's mildly controversial right now, is Twitch having to offer refunds for subs because of EU law. Which, I get it, it's part of EU law, and I'm used to it. I didn't think enough people would complain about it. Actually, I've seen so many times already that people had like credit card refunds and PayPal refunds that still essentially did the same thing, just more painful. So I'm not sure what's like. Yes, people are always going to abuse refunds. Let's face it. But a lot of people are also complaining about not being able to like do subathons and sub redeems and everything. This is what I need Surf for. Because people were like, oh, no, I can't give chat stuff for subbing and stuff. And it's like, you're not supposed to. It's against Twitch TOS, guys. Do not give people incentives like that for subbing. Do not give rewards or anything, because it's against TOS. The only reward is getting ad-free and having no emotes. And sub-only chat, to be fair. Let's try not to drop them there. There we go. Which I wouldn't... I never understood sub-only chat. I get emote-only chat at times. But sub-only feels just wrong. Maybe it's also just the point of view of a small streamer. Where we already have usually got so little or so few chatters that sub-only seems overkill. Again, I'm getting no encounters for Mount Coronet because we had one early on, and Mount Coronet is one big area. 39 though, that is rough. The only reason I'd want people to sub is because they enjoy the streams and want to support me. And want to watch ad free good emotes? Yes. What is my favorite Pokemon? Every week somebody's gonna ask that question. My favorite Pokemon, which it's not a bad question. Don't worry. My favorite Pokemon has to be Nidoran and Aran. They're both my favorites, and they're both on first spot. Thank you for the sub, Booty Tootin. Oh no, it's a gift sub. Ah, thank you for the gift sub, Spyro. Did you actually have a sub on your own? You did have a sub on your own. Thank you. Very much appreciated, Spyro. I should also actually throw down a shout out for you as well. Go ahead and do that since you also stream. Also, thank you, Alice, for the sub. Oh, I got a hair in my eye. Thank you for the subs. That is amazing. I actually need to check here. That wasn't Alice. That was another gift sub. Was that another gift sub? It was another gift sub. Thank you again for Spyro. So thank you again, Spyro. Thank you. It shows up weird on the overview because it always goes like gift sub and then who subbed. So, or who got the sub. So it looked like just Alice having subbed, and then if I look down, then it's like, oh, you gifted. Ah. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Let's see. This place was always a maze. Hello, Captain. My Captain. How are you doing? How has been your Nuzlocke and repo endeavors? Hope you're doing well today. I am melting. It's 32 degrees, and because of VTubing, because of the face cam for the VTuber, the windows have to be down, otherwise the lighting would change. And I have my room light on full blast. I will enable max repel now. The room light is on full blast, and I have these circle lights for the webcam as well. So I'm getting cooked. But it's fine. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you everybody again for hanging around and being just great people. Max repel. Yep, let's do that. Ads, rip. I really, if I could, I'd turn off ads. Sadly, affiliate means that you need to turn off ads. And I can't have emotes if I turn off affiliate, which sucks. I'm gonna wait until Captain gets out of ad mode. Hope you understand. But yeah, ads are annoying. I'd really rather just turn them off. Where does this place lead to? Is this the right way or is this the wrong way? Always... Oh, there's Luca. So this might be the right way. There was once a cave painting that had blocked the way to the summit, but the wall, it is no longer there. It lies in pieces. Okay. So this should be the right way then. Thank you for the lurk, Bumble. Thank you for hanging around. And thank you for the raid again. Very much appreciated. Okay, that is Luca done. Okay, let's actually head out then. The other way. You're back. Yay. Nuzlocke is doing fine so far. We haven't had much of a struggle yet. I know I'm jinxing myself. I feel like I'm jinxing myself whenever I say that. But so far, we haven't had any big issues except for being stupid at early game. But I think this team is just doing really well for me. We lost Sasha the Vileplume? No. Not the Vileplume. R.I.P. F in chat. Oh, to Koga. But did you do Sabrina and then Koga, or did you do Koga and then Sabrina? Because if you already beat Sabrina, that's pretty good then. Sabrina is definitely the one of the more difficult gym fights, I think. Koga first Sabrina's today. Oh, okay. I said nothing. I will keep my mouth closed. You can do it. I believe in you. Just train up well. Actually make use of the level cap. Otherwise pain happens. No items? No items. I mean, I'm using the item finder already, okay? But then I'm doubting it. Like a madman. Well, at least on our end, the Nuzlocke so far is doing pretty fine. I haven't had too many issues. I also have like really good mods from the start. I still have the Lux Ray. I have a slacking, which is honestly just great. I mean, yes, every second turn it's being useless, but it's also really strong. And one-shots basically anything in its first turn. Staraptor is good for flying. It has done a couple of good jobs so far. You should never underestimate fly in close combat. Swampert is great, but I just really wanted to learn better moves. Machamp replaced our Hariyama. I'd really still rather have the Hariyama, but Machamp is still doing a good job so far. Houndoom is today's new member. Whether we'll carry it through to the Elite Four is a different question, but it's at least pretty good still. It helped quite a bit against the Ice Gym, against Candace, so I accept. Is there items here? No, no, no. Still no items. Placer got Vileplume killed. I like to keep my best chance at full health, so I made Nidoking fight Muck to protect Butterfree. To protect Butterfree. And Butterfree could sweep Koga by herself if I wasn't timid. Yes, Butterfree could have definitely swept Koga by herself. I mean, I think for my Fire Red run, I used Venomoth, which is the objectively better Butterfree. But Butterfree can still do it, especially with Psychic on it. Although it isn't Stab. It might have been close, at least on the Wheezing. But still, it probably wouldn't have died to anything too quickly. It does help when there's just like a lot of Pokemon experience as well. The amount of fights you've had, the amount of times you've used certain moves, and you just eventually know, okay, that's gonna hurt, that's not gonna hurt. But I can like get a feel for the base stats when I see them as well. We really still need a second electric move on Luxray. There's a good word in which we get up to the summit before we go to Distortion World and turn around, all the way turn around. Using Vileplume to heal stall, and she would have been fine, but he critted. Dude, Fire Red is mean for crits. 6.25% chance on crits, and it feels like it's always happening. And double power on crits hurts. It's absolutely absurd. Wait, is this a new area or is this just more Mount Coronet? It is more Mount Coronet. Okay. We could probably swap out the Luxray at this point. Throw Jeff up front. So is there anything here? There's a rock climb spot. There is this. Oh. Repels! More repels. At least in 4th gen, the crit rate is reduced, and the crit rate is reduced to like more like 5% instead of 6.25. And it's also only 1.5 times the power. It still feels like it happens too often though. Like literally in the Candace fight, well not in the Candace fight itself, but against a trainer before, every single attack of that trainer critted. And it was just like, oh, how do I deal with this? How do I safely swap anything into it to kill it? So wait, was there a climbing spot there to the side? Dang it. Dang it. I want to grab everything. I'm a loot goblin. I need everything. Yep. Going to the power plant for Electabuzz. Oh, Electabuzz? Zapdos. Grab Zapdos if you can. Put on a repel and just go ahead and grab the Zapdos. Might as well. In a randomizer, that's a lot less useful. Oh, there's another cave entrance. But in a... In your case, just grabbing Zapdos is the good play. So we can't get up there without the cascade. Fair enough. I guess I'll just take the other path then. But I do believe in you. You can probably do this. You'll probably lose a couple more mons. Let's face it. It's gonna happen. But I think you'll be able to do this. Just don't go into E4 under-leveled. Literally don't do that. And don't forget that the general rule for E4 level caps is to have the level cap be the last of the E4, which Lance is level 60. And you don't get any rare candies. Obviously, you're not using rare candies, but you don't get to level up anything else. You just go in with everything at level 60, beat up the E4, and then champ is just there, basically. Even in rare candy rule sets, you don't do anything for the champ. You just need to strategically level up your mons while fighting the E4 to make the most of against the champion fight. Because otherwise E4 would be just kind of ridiculous, because I think Lorelei's level cap 54 if you went that way, which is just insane. I tried that the first time around because I didn't know of that until I checked up some of the big Nuzlocking streamers and their rule sets, and it was basically literally just, okay, you take the last of the E4, not the champ, and that's your level cap for the entire E4. It trivializes some of the early fights. That said, they are still really strong and not to be underestimated, definitely. But it still makes the last of the E4 really strong because then you're on par with them. And champion is basically always going to be over-leveled. Like the champion is just going to have like 2 or 3 levels above you, which is going to hurt you. That's the part that's going to hurt. But that's fine. E4 and champ are supposed to be hard. Level cap for right now is 50. Spyro and Alice, actually, if you're still there, have you guys ever done a Nuzlocke? I see. And as you guys are lurking, in that case, I'm very sorry. That just wasn't a luck announcement. I have actually. Ooh. And sorry, it's also like your Nuzlocke, so you're free to make up the rules for yourself as well. If you decide, okay, I'm gonna give myself like a revive maybe for the Elite Four. That's what a lot of newer people are doing because E4 is spooky, right? So having one revive for E4 is sometimes necessary. Especially for newer players who don't know everything and maybe not have prepped well enough, etc. And yes, Hitmonchan, losing Hitmonchan would be sad, but it's also a glass cannon. So I wouldn't be surprised if it eventually just dies. I feel Nuzlocks really live and die by how bulky our mons are. Oh, we got poisoned. Ew. If you have bulky mons, then it almost doesn't matter if they do little damage. As long as they're like just really tanky, then they're still gonna do better than something that just has a lot of damage. Let me screw up the chat here. I have actually owned Spyro, okay. I tried once in the worst possible game to do a Nuzlocke in Scarlet. Oh, yeah, no. Don't do it in Scarlet and Violet. Start with something. The simplest game to Nuzlocke in, and Sai, just close your ears, is Fire Red. I took 2 attempts, okay? I also died. It happens. But Fire Red is the fastest game, I think, of all of them. And it's also the mildly nicest of them all. The one big caveat is literally the Sabrina and Koga fight because they're at the same level cap. But that's always a good starting out point. I like Soul Links, but my friends don't, sadly. I'm always on the edge of Soul Links. Child me, when I was like 12 or 13, I did a Soul Link on Soul Silver with a friend, but that was way back before Discord and everything happened. So we had to physically use Fraps. Back in the day, there was still Fraps and no OBS. We had to use Fraps to record and send the save file across to the other person because it was like a duo. It was weird, okay? It was a really weird way of doing Soul Links. But that was... I do like Soul Links, but I just also think that a lot of games are difficult enough without getting Soul Linked. It is interesting, though. I just think that some of the Nuzlocke rules would have to be made easier to warrant the Soul Link. It's about a Pokemon, I just like catching them. Also based. Fair enough. There's plenty of people who just want to catch Pokemon, and that is fine. It is a bug collection Pokemon game. Bug collection Pokemon game? It's a bug collecting game in a sense. That's what the developer originally intended. Just collect bugs. In this case, collect pretty animals. Everyone feels like he can't take hits, but he feels cool to you, so I will hope he lives. Yes, praying. Nidoking's my lifeline? Yes, Nidoking's great. I don't allow revives when I do Nuzlockes, because I feel like it takes the point out of it, but I do allow items in battle. Yeah, like I said, everybody has their own rules. If somebody wants to give themselves like one revive, because that's like that first Nuzlocke, it's usually fine. I have an item rule to only have 3 items per battle. Most of the time, I also try to just not use an item, just to like challenge myself in a way. See if I really need the items or not. And sometimes I lose a Pokemon because of that stupidity, but happens. Eventually, I'll do like a hardcore Nuzlocke where I don't have any healing items. Well, I mean, it feels nice to Nuz. Yep. Nuzlocks are... I can't play normal Pokemon anymore. Normal Pokemon is too easy. Soul Links are so fun. Yep. Fire Red is fun to Nuzimo because, yeah, you can make decisions. But if you get critted, ouch. Youch. Yep. Crits suck. But I think, like... Again, Fire Red took me... 13 hours the first run, 12 hours the second run. And we're now at like 18 hours on Platinum. Just for like time Ooh, Moonstone. Just for time comparison, right? Like, I could play Fire Red, probably with an entire fail within it as well, again. And still be like nearly done with it at this point. Because it is a short game. It is short. So it doesn't punish you too much if you lose the Nuzlocke. No item there. Repel Dwarf, great. I didn't need the antidote. I wanted the max repel. Always Nuz myself normally because I usually never use heals. Ooh, Stardust. The Fire Red Nuz was the first time I broke that rule. Ooh, yeah. Like, if it's early on, just use heals. just use heals. Especially like really early on in any Nuzlocke, heals matter like a lot. Like losing him on early on, like the first few gyms are always the roughest. Like Fire Red lives and dies by you beating Misty. If you struggle beating Misty, and before that, I guess, or after that, I guess, Rival on SS Anne, those 2 fights are what make and break your Nuzlocke early on in Fire Red. If you can get past them, you're good. You're golden usually. Until E4. E4 will just hurt you. But other than that, the other gyms aren't that well done. I feel like, okay, Koga's actually halfway decent because a lot of stuff has levitate, which means that the poison gym already has no ground weakness, which is its main weakness. But if you can get literally any psychic type mon, Koga still dies. Whereas Brock is a pushover, he doesn't do anything, but Misty is the difficult one. She's a water gym, and you usually, if you don't get an electric type Pokemon or grass type Pokemon, which it randomizes especially evil, Misty will hurt. And Starmie is especially painful because Water Pulse can confuse you and you can just get confusion locked. Like I did in my second Fire Red run. The second Fire Red run almost died. I almost didn't win because I got confused all the time. So, yeah. And Starmie is also really bulky and fast. So if you can't outspeed the Starmie and deal enough damage to it, which basically requires an electric, grass, or dark type to deal with the psychic type it has, which is even iffier in 3rd gen because typings are different. You see the issue. It's weird. Starmie is really mean. Misty is the worst one. Mid-battle, I was so sad to lose Pidgey. Pidgeot is my favorite bird. I accept. I think... What is my favorite bird? I think the Firebird from... Is it 5th gen? I think Firebird from 5th gen was my favorite one. Was it 5th gen or was it... or is it the next one after? I don't know. Firebird is my favorite one though. But yes, Pidgeot is also like just OG really cool. I kind of want to do a Soul Link so someone can teach me. Fair enough. Like you... maybe also just like a coached, like having somebody at your side would also help. Because Soul Links are very difficult. Watch my friend battle Agatha. I think Agatha's a fraud. Agatha's mean because Gengar is fast and has high special attack. And she has 2 of them. And I swear to God, the second Gengar's Hypnosis just always hits. As I'm down to Soul Link. Squirtle go chomp. Squirtle go chomp. Bits down with bite. The XY one, I think it's from XY, yeah. Yeah, if you're playing normal Nuzlocke, then you have a lot less issues in that regard. Because Squirtle does deal with most of the things. To be fair, also... Yeah, Squirtle's probably the best Pokemon for Nuzlocke. For Fire Red. Because it deals with Brock, it deals with Misty, it deals with Fire Gym, Blaine. Which, to be fair, isn't a difficult gym. Because Blaine is a pushover. And you get so many water types. Like Gyarados is already a good Pokemon, but it's a weird water type where you don't actually use water moves on it. Because Gyarados is still a physical mon. So you just really want to put Hyper Beam on it and like Tackle. And Aerial Ace, I think you can put on it. And then Gyarados is just good to go. But then Blastoise just kind of also deals with Lance because you put Ice Beam on it, so any Dragon type just dies. Talonflame, yes, thank you. I knew the German name, which was Fiaro. That's why. Yeah, Blastoise might genuinely be the best starter pick for Fire Red if you're doing a Nuzlocke specifically. You need... Well, Diglett Cave... Diglett Cave has guaranteed Diglets, so you get to kill Lieutenant Surge for free. That's just a fact. Oh, you don't... Oh, I did the goof. I'm talking so much that I'm forgetting where to go. Ready for them. This should... Is this the peak already? Ooh, if it is, let's heal. I can't think of anything else though where Blastoise would do exceptionally well. I mean, it also is a Surf Pokemon, and Surf is still the strongest Water type move until 5th gen. was playing with Charmander initially, but my game didn't save. I was aware Charmander was hard mode, but I was ready for the challenge. But I wanted to try something new, so I picked Squirtle. Not to mention Nidorino if you're lucky. Nidorino is really good if you can get it early on from Route 23. Hello, Spear Pillar. If you can get a Nidoran early on, that's really good. Charmander is definitely hard mode for early game. But Charmander beats Erica. Dot, dot, dot. Insert thoughts here. Charmander beats Erica. Is that all? I think that's it. E4. Lorelei will kill it. Bruno will kill it because everything has Rock Tomb. Agatha. It stands a chance against Agatha, let's say it this way, okay? Yeah, it's an answer for Jinx. Then again, so are like everything else because Jinx is squishy. Yeah. It's weird, like Charizard is a fan favorite, obviously. I'm personally much more of a fan of Squirtle. Then Bulbasaur and then Charmander. But yeah, you'd think that Charizard is strong, don't get me wrong. But oddly enough for Nuzlocke, it's not that great. He gets his butt beat in his own game? Yes, he does. Which is unfortunate. I think even Venusaur has more better matchups because Venusaur at least deals with the first two gyms. Deals with Giovanni. Charizard even loses to Giovanni at every point in turn. But Venusaur deals with Giovanni. There's no point in saying that something deals with Champ because nothing deals with Champ realistically because it's always a problem. I'm not sure whether Rival comes in here to save me. So I will just heal up for safety reasons. I didn't think we'd get this far today, actually. And we still have a lot of time. Shamina's okay against Surge. Yes. Sure. But there's still like... You go into Diglett cave, you get a Diglett. You just get a Diglett. I think in both my runs I just had a Diglett, which was through Randomizer too. But Diglett was always just able to go, okay, I press Magnitude, everything dies. And even when it didn't one-hit KO the Raichu the second time around, it's still just... it's still just murdered. Not saying you should. Yeah, it's fine. It is true. It at least stands a good chance because I think it has double kick, which isn't... It's not the worst. It can probably also learn Rock Tomb, which is not the worst. Shadow Claw, go. That did like nothing. Okay. Is that against Munchlax or is that against me? It is against Munchlax. Great. Rival doesn't do anything again in a duo fight. Honestly, 4th gen duo fights suck. I don't like them. They're all useless. The first one, Cheryl, just basically killed my lovely Wishmo. And every other duo setup was just so useless. I'd have been better off either having to do a fight myself or just having single fights. The only thing they can do is tank, and that's RNG based. Charizard is fighting against Sabrina, kinda. I wouldn't put him against Koga, really. If Charizard gets Bite, then sure. Self-destruct Uber. I haven't seen Koga use self-destruct. I still love how I sometimes see my jaw just dislocate in this. Yeah, jaw still dislocates sometimes. Because it adds the movements, sadly. It's a bug. It's a bug because of the design. Because I don't actually have teeth. The model doesn't actually have teeth. But somehow the teeth are weirdly put so that I can still glitch them through like that. And then you'll see the white come out from the chin. Koga has a wheezing, but I don't know if Koga's wheezing has self-destruct. I'd have to check. Which I can't do that easily. Right now. But you can check. Not every wheezing has self-destruct. Can we please get through this already? The Bronzors weren't meant to be the main event. Oh my god, they're still surviving this. I'm this close to just all wheezing have it in my mind. In my mind they do. I'll check. And you spend all that time using stockpile to heal yourself. I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Houndoom, go. This is such an annoying fight. I do also need to remember to set markers. Oh, that was horrible. Houndoom, please. Okay, Houndoom survived. I thought it would definitely take much more damage than that. Flamethrower. At least kill the one that's almost dead. Okay. That's one done. I'm actually pretty excited to edit this time around, because this time around I have the power of markers. So that might make my life so much easier this time. Usually editing for shorts takes about an hour per short. Because I have to go through like three plus hours of a single VOD on like double X speed. And try and find all the funny bits. His wheezing doesn't. Yep. I figured. Now's both of them. I think we have to use... Oh, who do we focus? I think we focus the Perugly. The Munchlax finally dies. But its coughings do. That is amusing. Flamethrower, go! Murder! Oh, that did like nothing. That should also do like nothing though. Yeah. Staraptor comes out. Okay, at least now Barry can start doing stuff. And the Intimidate from Staraptor is perfect. I'd love to say that was perfect timing. Entirely planned by me, but it wasn't. Slash could hurt. Please don't kill. Close combat on Perugly is great. That's super effective. So that should be a dead Perugly. It is a dead Perugly. Houndoom gets a level up. Good. Flamethrower on the Skunk Tank. It's not gonna kill. I'm kind of hoping for burn. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Don't. Ooh, that was more than I wanted to see. Let's go for Jeff. Self-destruct will haunt me forever. Rip lottery, Dutchini. Yeah. That was close. That was far too close. That was far too close. Staraptor's take... Dang, Staraptor. Okay. Okay. Barry's finally doing stuff. You just need to let the Munchlax definitely die. There is a word in which I should have just used the Swampert early on to surf to kill this Munchlax. To force kill the Munchlax. Let's slash the Golbats. Force kill Munchlax. Have Staraptor come out. But it needs to be at a good timing because debuffing Perugly and Stunk Tank is really important as well. But then Staraptor can just murder. We have a dead turn here, unfortunately. Because stacking is just gonna stack off here. But I think Staraptor... Oh, Staraptor doesn't kill. Ew. Bum, 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 there goes Staraptor. Then he has a Floatzel. It's also a 12v6 fight. Because both of us have 6 Pokemon. So realistically, you're never losing this one. You have to really screw up to lose this one. But there we go. That's those 2 guys done. Ba-da-dum. Hey, we got a heal. And Barry, you're just gonna run away now? Wow. Honestly, he doesn't deserve to be a champion. There's the special stuff coming in now. Here's Giratina. Here comes Giratina. Which is your favorite, guys? What's your favorite of the trio? Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. My personal favorite is Palkia. I got both Diamond and Pearl simultaneously on my birthday because my parents didn't communicate. My dad got me Diamond, my mum got me Pearl. And they didn't communicate, and then they were like, oh no, we're so sorry for giving you the same game. I'm like, just like, I don't care, this is great, this is amazing, because now I get both game exclusives. But Palkia is my absolute favorite. Let's go, Palkia gang, Palkia gang. Bum, bum. Okay, there's the trio. The trio's gonna summon upon the portal. And summon upon Giratina eventually. One of these days. I can switch this around to have the main screen here. Yeah, there we go. There it is. I can't... Somebody said Giratina looks like the Uwu. Do you know the like finger joint thing where you just go like is like senpai, like Uwu, where you join the fingers, and that I can't get that out of my mind anymore. Giratina this way will always look this way. I can't help it. It will always look that way. It's always like you want to play with me? You're joining me? I've been so lonely. Can you come play with me? It's never gonna leave my mind now. Oh, somebody ruined it, and now I've ruined it for all of you. Oh, now it's Angie. It's now an Angie boy. Will you catch me, Uwu? Jump scare. As a child, that jump scared me. Not anymore, though. Okay, let's swap that around then. Cynthia, no. Everybody's being useless. Barry ran away and Cynthia came after the fact. A 10-year-old child had to face like basically Jeff Bezos of Sinnoh. And and now we have to go into the hell, basically. We now have to jump into hell and save the world. Well, Cynthia's probably just gonna stand here and do nothing. Or are you? Maybe she's actually gonna jump in. I forget now. But she still arrived late. Hey, she's actually coming through. The first time I saw this, I was so in awe by this awesome world. I think it looks really cool. But I also don't like the distortion world. I think it's just a gap filler. Because I don't think... Is there any encounters here except for Giratina? It's just walking around. It's cool. It has really fancy effects, okay? I will give it that. But it is just walking around. Repairs effect wolf, that's fine. I don't think there's any encounters in here. Is there? I genuinely don't think there is. No, there aren't. There are no encounters in here. I love BDSP, but I'm sad we didn't get a platinum version. This isn't it? Oh. I didn't need more reasons to not like BDSP. Yeah, they should have just done a platinum rework instead of a diamond and pearl rework. Like, at least Auras, yeah, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did add the emerald stuff in. So I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do that for BDSP. Missplit P. What are you doing? You're just being cute and adorable? Okay, fair enough. This is the stuff that broke my mind as a child. This right here. How do they do this? From a development standpoint, how did they do this? Like, you can go up walls. This should be so difficult. Like, even in RPG makers and everything, this should be so difficult to do. This had to be like the very first things of 3D on a DS game. They literally had to make this game 3D to do this. Just for that feature. That's insanity. Boing, boing, boing. I think it depends on... No, it always goes down. Boing. Okay, so I think it depends on where you head to. No? This makes that one go down. And up. Wait, is there anything there if we go to the top platform? I'm gonna be a little bit mazed here. Oh no, there's even more. I don't know which is the correct path, and I also don't want to... Oh, there's Cynthia. So this should be the correct path. Let's experience the rest of these areas, though. Is there anything here? So that's dead end there. That's a dead end there. This leads to somewhere. Nothing, nothing. You go down. And I'm doing this to try and find all the items if there are. I might also just be goofing around at this point, though. Nothing there, nothing there. We can... Nothing there. Is there nothing? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Riding space. Okay, let's head back home then. If this isn't the correct path. Boing. There is more though. Wait, we did this. Is there anything here? Yes, there is this that goes down. Where does this lead to then? Because then we can go up. No, we can't. We can go down. No, we can go left. No. And this just brings us down again. Why did they add more paths then that were unnecessary? Okay. Let's just head to Cynthia. Fine. No exploration. Imagine how good this would have looked, though, on BDSP. Like, as controversial as the graphics are in BDSP, I think people would have been... Like, on Switch graphics, with new stuff and everything, it would have looked great. Nothing there. This moves over here. This doesn't go anywhere. We can go to the right. Which leads us to another platform. Love the BDSP graphics. They have to grow on you. It was a bit more skeptic at first, but I think it's fine. There's many other problems I have with BDSP, but I think it's fine. It's weird that the game wasn't made by Game Freak. I think that was the biggest mistake, though. Not having the game be made by Game Freak. I don't even remember now what developer did BDSP. I mean, it wasn't a bad developer by any means, but they just they did something. They clearly. Oh no, I didn't want to go this way. No. No. So many paths to go. No, wait. Wait, what? This place is a maze. This place is a maze. I don't know where to go. So this leads to nowhere. Nowhere. Oh, no, we can... This leads us down. Can then go right. And then we can go up this way, or we can go down this way. We can't go down this way, so we can go up this way. Or down, okay? Up or down, one of these. And then we... Oh, okay. And then we go this way. Capper, good luck and have fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Is this Cyrus already? So I would have really loved to have my team set up before then. Okay, good. Isn't Cyrus already? Yeah, good. All good then. This is the moment where random stuff shows up, though. You don't exist, yep. You don't exist. Everything's weird now. Everything is weird. Where do we get to with this one? Again, I have no clue on these puzzles. Oh, did we need Cascade? I don't think we did. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, and enjoy your stay. Very much appreciated. Oh, right, we needed to do the entire strength puzzle here as well. Oh, no. This place is actually so much more. Again, I really love the distortion world. It's just also like a big time factor. There's surfy stuff here. I don't think there's any like missables here. Is there anything here? No. Pokemon Fire Emblem, say no more. I am still looking forward to... Well, September will definitely have Fire Emblem, I'll say that. Unless something really crazy happens, the new Fire Emblem will definitely be played on September. Wait, where do I go now? Ah, this way. I do want to get a capture card for the 3DS to play the old school Fire Emblem games. That is on my list. Wait, I don't actually want to do that until I have the other rocks in place. Because I don't know if I need to push them. Or does it not matter? Hi, Cynthia. Appears if we can't go unless we solve the puzzle. So yes, capture cards are so pricey, especially since I'd have to send mine off to have... Yes! So sending mine off isn't the biggest issue. It's just that it costs 250 euros to do so. And... yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. It is a goal. It is definitely... It was on one of my first goals for... When I did my debut, I decided, like, okay, my very first thing is going to be doing exactly that. Getting myself a capture card. That's where all the donations are basically going to, is everything goes towards the capture card to then play all the Nintendo DS games and 3DS games. Oh, right, this was a maze. I remember spending far too much time here. Oh, there goes Giratina. So my list of things to hopefully get by the end of the year. Yeah. I mean, I'm being realistic and saying I probably won't reach it by the end of the year because there's just no way. Oh, there's Cyrus. But if we can get it by the end of the year, that would be really dope. So there's that, and then there's also something down here. This place is a maze. Nothing there, nothing there. This is more jumping. It's technically possible to install it through YouTube vids, but it's a bit scary to me. Yeah, I'm not... The capture card itself, if I bought it from the only person who does it in my country, costs basically just 50 euros less than if I just paid them to do it. So I'd rather just spend the extra 50 bucks than mess up. Because if you mess up, nah. I have a Nintendo 3DS XL, or 2DS XL, I should say. A new Nintendo 2DS XL, I should say. And that thing is prepared. That thing is loaded with a lot of good stuff. I did hack my 3DS a long time ago by now. And it's my ultimate thing by now. Hello, Giratina again. And if I lost stuff because I did stupid, if I lost that particular console, because we did go through it because we played Mario Kart. Oh god, this is weird. We did do Mario Kart with friends a lot. And, oh, do I need the Cascade? I'd hope I don't. No, we don't. And we ended up with the decision that we should all just get 3DSs. I have 3 3DSs in total. One normal 3DS, one 2DS from the Aura special, and my new 2DS XL. So I was able to hack them all and give them each a DS so that we could always play. And the others were fairly cheap in what they wanted to do. They should have just gotten, like, Nintendo DSs are fairly cheap. All the 3DS models basically still have their new, their brand new pricing on. Even second-hand ones. You have to imagine the insanity of that. Like, you're paying a lot of money for second-hand still, as if they were brand new, like back when they released. And so, how does this puddle work? Because now there's a rock in in front of each of these, but which one is the correct one? Oh, is it where they are standing? It's where they are standing. And that was kind of the pain for them. Like, they all wanted to get a 3DS, but paying like up to 300 euros for that was not on their plan. 230? Yeah, 230 is basically almost the new price. It's insane, but it's worth it. I'll definitely say that it's worth it. Especially more worth it than a Steam Deck at this point. I got my Steam Deck back then because I wanted to use that primarily for emulation, but it was so awful. Every time they updated the system, I had to do all of the stuff again, all the setup again. So I just eventually stopped using the Steam Deck. I think I spent more time setting up the Steam Deck than actually using it. So now it's just kind of collecting dust, and I do want to sell it still. Like, I want to sell it, but I also kind of want to keep it. Because it's like it's good for LAN parties, okay? I can just take it with me as a PC for LAN parties, and it's easy enough. I don't need to drag like my giant tower with me. I just need to take it and a controller and a monitor with me. But ever since I then basically found out I could easily do my 3DS for everything, now that's just my 3DS. My 3DS is doing everything now. But I do want to still get a capture card. That was discounted because it didn't have the original stylus. Screw the stylus. I don't need a stylus. It's so annoying. Yes, it was so annoying. So you're already here. Hello, Cyrus. Is this a fight? Oh, should I have rearranged my team? Oh, okay. Okay. He starts out with a Houndoom. Let's be smart about things, okay? Let's put the Machamp up front. And we also don't get any other fights here, so we should just go ahead and level them up to their Cyrus level cap. The Cyrus level cap is 48. So let's do that. Cynthia Pog. Cynthia Pog. Again, we're using rare candies. They are part of the randomizer as quality of life. The alternative would be me spending more than the 6 hours every week that I have for streaming for grinding, and that is not part of the fun. It's a very common thing for Nuzlockers to just do, and I totally understand it. I stream 6 hours a week, and if I had to level, I'd spend 6 more hours just to do that. I'd rather you guys watch and have fun playing alongside me. There we go. Cyrus. The final boss, Cyrus. Honestly, he's more difficult than most of the rest of the game. We can easily just Brick Break. Flamethrower, you should be able to tank that. That did a little bit more damage than I'd hoped for. Ooh, please kill it. Thank you. That is good. Machamp already did its job, basically. Whew. Well, Zippy, I'm finally done working on some stuff. Congratulations. Gonna lurk in game. Have fun. Thank you again for staying around and have fun gaming. Thank you for the lurk still. That's such a good flamethrower animation. It is. I think the peak is still 5th gen with the animations, but yeah, 4th gen already had a really good flamethrower animation. Crobat. Crobat is difficult. It is very strong. I think we're gonna go into Hilda here and pray. Pray with me that Hilda just doesn't easily die. Otherwise, we need to figure out some other plan for it. Thunderfang. Okay, Crobat didn't do any damage. Cross Poison does do damage, but not nearly enough. Thunderfang might just kill here. Does it? It does. Good. Hilda doing work. Hilda just needs to do that again with Honchkrow and Gyarados. Gyarados is mildly I forgot Gyarados had Earthquake. Are we faster than a Gyarados? That's such a bad question to ask. It's gonna use Earthquake. Let's face it, it's gonna use Earthquake here. Can we do something with it? Because the AI of the enemy is going to be smart. I think we should just go into Jeff. Because I'm not sure if I'm faster and Thunderfang can miss. There's the Earthquake, as predicted. That was the only thing that would happen, to be fair. Jeff can tank the Earthquake. Good. Then we just use Slash. That's honestly the best choice we have. It's Stab. And it has a high critical chance. Waterfall is physical. And, I mean, we're bulky. We do tank that. We have a dead turn here. Giga Impact again. We should just bulk this out. Yep, we do. And we can Slash for the win against the Gyarados. Okay. Next up is Honchkrow. Again, Luxray should be the one to deal with it. I'm also like really low HP though. It also has Psychic Drill Peck and Heat Wave. Maybe the best choice is to go to Swampert and just press Surf. It has very little def and special def, so honestly Surf should just murder it as well. Without even super effective moves. Heat Wave, yes, we do tank that. I'm not sure why do you see Heat Wave. That's a weird one, to be honest. There goes Drill Peck. That's more the one that I expected it to use. And we do tank that. Let's see now how much damage the surf does. Again, Honchkar has like almost no special defense. It does tank it. Ugh. We can tank a full drill peck even if it crits, I think. Barely. Even if it crits just barely. Yep, there we go. Oh, maybe we didn't. Maybe we were dead to crit there. Now that I'm looking at the HP. Ugh. Oh well, we didn't get critted. Everything's fine. Living on the edge. Then is Weavile. The original plan was to have Machamp deal with Weavile. The issue is Weavile actually... Does it have Pursuit? It does not have Pursuit. It has Fake Out. Machamp isn't really that well suited to deal with it. It's probably got to use Fake Out here. Is that the smart thing for the AI? It's probably going to use Fake Out. We could also go into Houndoom. Houndoom is probably the safest bet here. It can definitely take the Fake Out. And then it has Flamethrower. It uses X's. That's actually pretty awful. That hits neutrally and did 62 damage. If it crits, then Houndoom is dead. But it has nothing else that does well against Houndoom. So it has to use another X-Scissor. Just don't crit Weavile, please. So Flamethrower is probably the best thing we have here. And worst case, it's a safe switch. Just don't crit. Thank you. Living on the edge. Flamethrower, please deal with it, because I don't actually know what else I could do. Oh, it lives on 1 HP. Oh, it has such a spare as well. Oh, that's awful. Okay, we're not faster. How do we deal with this? If it's going to use X-Scissor again, well, to be fair, it might... Anything kills at this point, so it might just use a random move now, because that's how the AI also works. If it uses X-Scissor, that doesn't... I mean, I think we're best off to just... Ooh, we're not really fast. If it uses Ice... The thing is, if it uses Ice Punch, Kevin dies. If it doesn't, Kevin lives, and then Kevin can just kill it. Except the speed is actually pretty high. And it's actually faster than Kevin. Is this one of the moments where I actually need to sack the Houndoom here? I sadly do feel like I have to sack the Houndoom. Oh, this is actually pretty bad. What do I do? Because it's faster, right? So it's going to get the switch in attack, and then it's going to be faster in attack again. That's basically what makes or breaks a lot of these survivability rates. And then we have to kill it. I think we just go into Machamp here. He should be able to tank it. He should be able to tank anything that's thrown at it. X-Scissor, that's good for us. I say that and then it crits. Okay. It's faster, but if that was its X-Scissor, Ice Punch probably hurts. Do we still... This is the moment where I have to look at E4. Do we still need the Machop? Kind of. But not a whole lot. If we lose Machop, it's annoying. But it's also not the worst. Houndoom is, funnily enough, better than Machop here, because Houndoom at least single-handedly deals with the Aran in E4. So let's pray. Let's hope that Ice Punch doesn't kill. Yeah, it kills. I was pretty sure it would, but I also need the switch. I sadly needed the switch, and I think that Kevin is the only one who can survive. Even though Ice Punch will probably hurt a lot, Intimidate helps. And then we can just Aerial Ace. Let's see how much damage the Ice Punch does. If it freezes, then I'm not sure what to do. Even with Intimidate, it did this much damage. And it's faster than us, keep that in mind. So it would have... I had to sacrifice something to the Weavile here. I had to sadly be the Machop. I'm very sorry, Machop. But there goes Cyrus. At the very least, there goes Cyrus. We couldn't get through this without a sacrifice. And it was a necessary sacrifice. There was nothing that else that could have survived this. She heals us, but again, I'm gonna put Machop to the last spot. Okay, now we need to basically capture Giratina. I feel so bad and sorry for the Machop. You did so well. You did really well. Is this something? No, this is just Giratina coming up. Wow. Let's see what the Giratina is actually gonna be. Because it's random, so it's not... It could be a legendary, it could also just be another really strong one. Bonk, 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 bonk. And there goes Giratina. Show yourself, little ubu beastie. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I still love Giratina's look here. Quietly eyeing me. Stop eyeing me. Fight me. What is it gonna be? It's a Mewtwo! We're not gonna lose legendaries for the Nuzlocke. That still feels quite boring, but the fact that Giratina has become a Mewtwo is very amusing. Let's go ahead and use the Master Ball on it. We might as well. Might as well. That is pretty cool, though. We got a Mewtwo. That is very epic. Giratina has become a Mewtwo. That's great. Fitting, honestly, in some way. Give a name to Mewtwo. Let's call it Giratina, just for the sake of it. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Giratina. There we go. Giratina has been caught, in a way. That's cool. Giratina seems to have understood us. That Pokemon, that shadowy Pokemon was captured. Cyrus, hello there. Well, Cyrus, now your entire life's ambition has been defeated. Oh well. Back to the drawing board for you. Since there's sadness, we can feel joy. That is deep. Pokemon had so much philosophy for a children's game. This place, it's the scent of spring. It's said to somehow lead to the great beyond, and Giratina was said to live in a world on the opposite side of ours. I'm sincerely sorry. It's very rude of me. Yay, we did it. Woo. Let's rock climb all the way out of here. I think... Is it its own route? Town map? It is the spring path. It is its own thing. Is it also registered on the... It is not registered? Oh well. We get an encounter here. Let's see what we get. We get a... Ooh, a Marowak is pretty cool. I'll take that. Marowak is really cool. A Marowak. I do really like... I also really like Alolan Marowak. I think I like Alolan Marowak more than the regular Marowak. But there we go. Does it come in handy for E4? It definitely is decent for Volkner, but I think Swampert just deals way too well with it as well. I as is usual, you can spend channel points to actually name the Pokemon. Otherwise, if there's no name given within a certain amount of time, I will just use the German names for the Pokemon we captured. The Giratina Mewtwo one was its own thing, though, because it was just too funny. I will, in the meanwhile, just hydrate myself. There we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Nothing? Okay. There's gonna be a Knogge, like the German name. Which is basically Knochen, like bone. And we should really put on the max repel, eh? Should really put on the max repel. It's still so warm. I'm literally just drowning here. Repel, mass repel. There we go. Anything? No. Is there actually any hidden stuff here? No, there's not. That's just a full circle. Hello, Spyro. No, Akis. But are you German as well, Basil? Ja. Ja, ich bin auch Deutsch. I'm also German. I just have watched far too much anime and Gordon Ramsay. I'm also half British, to be fair. But I really hate hearing, oh, it's in your genes, because that's nonsense. Genes don't make you learn a language. I, as a child, refused to learn English. I was actually so bad that I only had 6s, which is like straight Fs in German. And because of that, eventually in 8th grade, I was like really shouted at by my parents. Obviously, my dad was angry because he was like, "You're English. How are you having such bad marks?" And it's like, I'm sorry, I just don't really care. And I'm like the kind of child that was like, if I'm told not to jump into the puddle, I will jump into the puddle, which means if I'm supposed to be good at English, I will suck at it on purpose. And my English teacher was also very disappointed. And eventually, though, I think I started to respect the amount of effort that was put into me. Oh, I should remove the Machamp. And I then learned a lot of English by just playing video games. Like, I got Platinum early because back in the day, there was no simul release, okay? So it took like 6 months to a year more to get the games in German than it took for them to release in America. So I just kind of imported them, and then they were in English. So I had to learn it because of that, for one. And eventually I just watched like Black Butler, which is, you have, even though it's an anime and people always say you have to watch it subbed, it's so good in dub. It's so good in dub, and I think that's where most of my accent came from as well. And also I watched way too much like Kitchen Nightmares and Gordon Ramsay and other stuff eventually, and that all united into me. I still struggle with like V's. Thank you for the boops. I still struggle with V's and W's because I like victory. I need to focus. I need to consciously make the effort of saying victory correctly. Otherwise, it's just going to be a victory. Like the V, the sharpness of it, the crispness of it, crispness of it doesn't come out. And because of the German school system, there's also a lot of words where I don't know the difference between some of the British English and American English words, like sofa and couch, or gas and fuel. Can you teach me a German word? I'm part Dutch, but I know that Dutch and German aren't the same. They aren't the same, but usually I can actually understand Dutch if I'm reading it. Because there was a joke, an insider joke, among me and friends, that Dutch was just an amalgamation of German and English, which is not entirely true, obviously. But I was able to read more than I should have been able to just because so many things are like very similar to German and very similar to English, that you can just barely make out the sense of it all sometimes. Well, I'm glad you know English now so we can chat together. Yes. I think in this world, currently, English is way too important than not to know it. But a German word, I mean, I really hate it when people just go, oh, can you say something in German? Or can you do this in German? And it's like, well, what do you want to hear? Because coming up with a thing to say is more difficult than saying the thing. So if there's German words you want to learn, or that you want to know, you can ask me. Coming up with a random word is always kind of just difficult. Not as I don't like swears again. I'm PG-13 for the most part. What do we want to take into the team? I guess I just throw the Nido King for now. We're not going to do much more for today, by the way. there's me I'm gonna walk down to Faulkner. That's all that's gonna happen. A word, a German word. It's weird. I like coming up with a word again is more difficult than anything else. Is this guy done actually? He has the Maniac Cave. Okay, he haven't done anything so far. Oh, I need to capture like a bajillion unknowns. Fair enough. I legitimately can't come up with a random word. I'm also trying to like, okay, maybe there's something in your work. Oh, that's just a rare candy. Maybe there's something in your workspace that you'd like to know in German, just so you can brag to your coworkers with. But then I'm like, also, okay, what are like good words to use and not just like stereotypical rude ones, like a water bucket being a Wassereimer. What's random word? Random is Zufall. Z-U-F-A-L-L. And word is Wort. W-O-R-T. Well, actually, now you'd need to actually conjugate it, because random is a verb, isn't it? So then you'd be at zufällig, which is Z-U-F-A F-A, which is the A with the dots on top, which is the German specialty, putting dots on top of things, the umlaut, and then double L-I-N-G for the conjugated version of Zufall. We still can't go there? I thought... what? How do we do this then? Oh no, we actually don't have any more guys for rock climb as well. This random word. You're welcome. How did this work? Oh, I need to throw in a new sacrifice. Oh, I hate this. I need to throw in a new sacrifice for rock climb. I don't want to teach rock climb to anything I already have here. I can actually type it out. So random equals Zufall. And equals random conjugated is in this context is, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's all typed out. That should stick in the brain better. That was just my inner tutor coming out, actually. I could just fly. I should just fly. Being genuine, I like learning stuff like this. So I found even random word cool. Yeah. Randoms, like learning stuff is always good. The inner tutor is very useful. Yes. I did that for a lot of time. While I was looking for an internship, I was a tutor in my town, and then I was also actually a emergency teacher for my local college, which is okay. Colleges in Germany is weird because there's like a generic colleges, which you can attend to without any job in mind, and then there's like vocational colleges, which are like with jobs in mind. And I helped out there because my English teacher, basically, who I had when I was in college, was old. Why did I do this? I'm stupid. Was very old. And during 2020, we all know what happened then. She rang me up and was like, I don't know how she got my phone number, but she rang me up and was like, hey, you were really good in English. You were my greatest student in English, which wasn't difficult, to be fair. When you're at that point, I was basically just natively speaking English at that level. And then, yeah, she just rang me up and was like, could I take over her class? And then there was also a maths teacher, and I'm genuinely not good at maths. I swear to God, if I have to walk back into this Pokemon Center again. I'm generally not that great at maths. I can do well, but I struggle with remembering all of the, like, what's it called? Like the methods, like the methodologies, basically. Going through the structure of what you should do. That has always been my biggest struggle in maths. Hence, I usually just was pretty bad at it. But when you're a teacher, you just need to know how that works, and you need to just tell that to people. So I basically took over English and maths for college for a good year, well, nearly 2 years. But I decided against doing it as a job. Okay, you can't learn rock climb. Great. Want to teach a German word redeem would be cool. You know what? I might just do that. But I'd have them... I'd have them actually say what word they want to know. Because otherwise, that's always going to just take a lot of time to figure out a word. Want to hear a funny English word? Sure, go ahead. Let's see if you can surprise me with a funny English word. Because I know a lot of funny English words. I walked out of the Pokemon Center before I even checked if it could learn. Kerfuffle? I know Kerfuffle. I do know Kerfuffle. Kerfuffle is pretty funny. Booty Tootin, thank you for the yes, welcome in, and thank you for saying thank you. That happens so rarely that gifted subs come in and are nice about it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be having a good day. That everybody's enjoying their time. If you want to know the longest English word, if it's like califragilisticexpialidocious or something, then too bad. What is it actually? Califragilisticexpialidocious. I knew it once. It's not? Okay. There's really long German words, and the list is updated a long time ago. To be fair, German words are sucky for longest words because we can just add words and make it one word. Germany can cheat with longest words, and it's not even fun. Okay, pneumo, ultra microscopic silicovolcaniceous. Oh, geez, it's a lung. Yeah, I got that from Pneumo. Which is weird. I've watched too much Dr. House, clearly. But yeah, I got that from Pneumo. That is a long word. Wait, is there an item hidden here? Why do they have this place here if there's no point in it? That's weird. Why is there a dead end? I haven't been to this particular spot before. Oh no, I'm blind. I see. There's a rock climb place. No more ultra microscopic silico volcaniosius. Neat. That is a word. But yeah, I could like go with the weird German words, but there's honestly, there's no A. There's just, it's not worth it. Because again, we just add words together. Like like a ship? Like the oh god, words. It's I've talked for too long, clearly. Like if a ship is driving or sailing, then we just add the word for ship and driving together into like one word into ship driving. And it's like, okay, great. And if you then have the ship driver, then you just have 3 words, and then you can add to that and just go insane. More and more insane. There's nothing here. How do we get over to Faulkner? Am I being dumb? I feel stupid. What? Does the fear of long words be a long word? Yes. I don't know the word, but I know that it is a thing. But there's also the fear of the mirroring words. I don't know what they are called anymore. The words that if you just spell them the other way around, they're still the same words. The fear of that is also one of those words. They were mean. So you're scared of long words? Oh, it's phobia. Yep. That would just drive me up a wall. Oh, hey, we got a sunstone. Okay. How do I get over there? I feel so dumb. How? It can't be that difficult. Surely it's not that difficult to get there. I'm probably just missing something very obvious. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up now because I'm getting mildly irritated by it. Pokemon Platinum. After Giratina, how to get to Electric City. Lake Valor? Lake Valor? Also, what you were describing, the same word upside down as a palindrome. Yes, palindrome. Valor. Oh, I actually had to... I was so close and yet so far, apparently. Everybody who's played far too much Platinum will probably have been shouting at me, going like, how do you not know it's up there? You were so close, you're just circling around it. How dare you be stupid? And it's just like, I haven't played the story of Platinum that often. I may have had 999 hours of Pokemon Platinum. And beyond, because I just stopped counting eventually. But... Okay, Valor Cavern. Is the Leggy in here? No? Fly to Sandgem Town. Speak. Yes, maybe listening to Cynthia would help. Hello, Sandgem Town. Let's visit the prof, eh? Palindrome. Honestly, it's almost a shame that palindrome isn't a palindrome. That's actually a shame. Thank you for the hydrate, Bumble. And hat pats. I always accept head pats. We captured Giratina. Thank you for the boops. We captured Giratina. The Giratina was a Mewtwo. Is this... Wait, what? If you see Giratina, please... if you see Cynthia, give her your regards. Travel to Vala and head east onto Route 202. Okay, 222. Okay. So now we can head there. Ah. So you've just heard me, like, literally bumble on for an eternity about weird German words and weird history and rants. Oh, by the way, I'm off work. Yippee! I need to do, like, a meme of that. I need to do, like, a meme cover. I've seen Chiara and Cecilia Immergreen do... Well, they didn't do that themselves. It was fans who did that. But I still want to do that. How you didn't even want to learn English and everything? Yes. I think I got... It's weird because during 8th grade, I know I still had like Fs during that time. I still had like the poorest mark you could get. Then literally the next year, just through me playing games and watching anime, through the power of anime really, and Gordon Ramsay, I somehow started getting straight A's. And I don't think I deserved it. But then eventually I realized why I deserved it. And I also realized that a lot of people right now, like Germans and English are... Is this already 222? It's probably already 222. So let's grab that chuckle. Germans and English are always the case of the ones that are like tech, like have a tech affinity to watch YouTube, watch Twitch and everything. Ones who spend time online will generally have a pretty good understanding of English. Shuckle in German, by the way, is Potrot, unless somebody wants to give it a name. What? But then you have the Germans who basically don't have any like technical affinity. Joey Wheel. Fair enough. Thank you for the name, Redeem. And they just cannot speak English at all. And I do feel bad for them because it's usually not their fault. I can't even make it Wheeler. Just barely. It just barely can fit a Wheeler. Wait, I'm dumb. I wanted to go up. I wanted to go up to grab the item. Oh, there's an X-Cloud. We could have had an X-Cloud if it wasn't for Cheryl in the forest. Oh, X-Cloud would have been so good. I mean, it's not a good Pokemon by any extreme. But it is a cool Pokemon. Now we need Yugi and Taya. Yes. Is Taya actually Taya in English as well? Wasn't Taya something different? No, she... Okay, she's still Taya. Okay. She's still Taya Gardner. Fair enough. I thought she had a different name in English. Fair enough. Does she have a different name than in Japanese? Anzu, yes. In Japanese, it's Anzu. Fair enough. I know my Yu-Gi-Ohs. But apparently not that well. You want to duel me at some point? The thing is, I don't really have good decks on Duel Master anymore. Or rather, the good decks that I have are outdated by several years. Because I last played basically like once it released, and then I spent like half a year or so just grinding there. Can we dodge this? Probably. Dueling. That is true. Then we'd have to also find, though, what we'd want to play. Okay, we were able to just dodge everything here, which is good. Because I'm not going to want to fight through all of these trainers right now. That's not a thing that's happening. Every single card, no card. I know. I know. I have played more than enough Yu-Gi-Oh! In my day. And enough Yu-Gi-Oh! Progs, even. But yeah, then it's just a decision of what era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are we going to play, or are we going to play modern Yu-Gi-Oh! At which point, pain ensues, because looking into modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is... Ooh, Gastron. Is its own difficulty. Let's throw in Jeff. Jeff is probably gonna have sweet tarts. Is that an archetype? Or is that just you having food? Because if you have food, then that's great. I'm really happy for you. I just play what decks I like, to be honest. No, it's a candy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You understand, though, at this point, we had cards that were called tiramisu. So, you understand. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Confusion. This is gonna be awful, by the way, because if we get parried here, then we have another dead turn. Please. Jeez, that's a crit. It wasn't a crit, it just hurt. Okay. Let's play what decks I like. At that point, though, we have to like find out what decks you like so that I don't ruffle stomp you. Because if it's anything... I've mainly played meta in my days. So... on the bright side, I have no idea of today's meta. But I could still probably make a pretty mean deck. And it would probably not be very fun to play against. If it's not on the same level of meminess. Why are you faster? Do you still have the Quick Claw? Do I still have Quick Claw on you? What is wrong with me? Okay. Play Sweet Tart and I just throw the candy on the duel mat. To be fair, there is a world. I wish I wouldn't even be surprised. That isn't fun to go against, sometimes just dredging long-term master duel. Yeah. Okay. Hey, it's an Elite 4 dude. I was always like, why is this random dude here? And then I thought the Elite 4 and I was like, oh. He's a toughie. Okay, where's the Pokemon Center's actually on the lower level? Okay, fair enough. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. Today has been much more ambitious than I thought. I was just like, okay, we're going to beat Candace probably, maybe. Well, not maybe, but we're at least going to do Candace. And then it's like, oh, we still have so much time left. For Faulkner, I need to go back into the think tank. Because after Faulkner, I need to also do E4. Because, yeah, actually not just E4. I need to... We have Faulkner and then we have Barry. And then we have E4. Which means I need to think of teams. I need to prep a whole box of team. Just because because we have a lot to do next stream. Next stream might be the last one for Platinum. Might. Big might. So, I want to do that next week during the week, though, because that might be very exhausting to do. I'll see. I still have to upload the stream schedule. Probably stream schedule tomorrow or on Monday, as usual, for when I'll stream next. It's usually probably going to be at Thursdays and Saturdays at this point. Well, it's almost always Saturdays, but also like at this point, the during the week stream is going to probably happen on Thursdays. But schedule will reveal it all. And then I need to really think about a team, because Faulkner... I think Swampert can just deal with Faulkner. Let me actually check. As long as he doesn't have anything weird. He doesn't have anything weird. Okay, so Swampert is probably just going to deal with Faulkner. And then... the rest is just Barry, Staravia, and Floatzel are probably going to die to Luxray. Heracross might die to Houndoom. Along with the Roserade, I'm pretty glad we still have the Houndoom. Snorlax is a difficult one. I might have to give something Toxic Protect just to deal with the Snorlax. Or Staravia with Close Combat, but I also am not sure how much damage Staravia will have at that point. So maybe a Fighting type. We just had a Fighting type though. We still have the Medicham. We'll see. And the Infernape, again, is probably going to fall to the Swampert. So I think the Barry fight will go well. Aaron should probably in E4 just die to Houndoom. And maybe Nidoking if I put a Nidoking. Just to have another thing that spams Flamethrower. Bertha is difficult because I think everything that's ground type is weird is the thing. So we can throw on Ice Beam to Swampert, and then it'll probably deal with Bertha on his own. Yep, because nothing there has any grass types and nothing there has anything that's particularly good against him. Yeah, so Swampert can probably deal with Bertha. Flint is a fire type. I hate to say it, but Swampert can probably also deal with Flint. Except the Magmortar and Rapidash both have solar beams. So I might have to have another backup. Stacking is still just a really good one for these kinds of encounters. Lucian exists. He's a psychic type gym, so Houndoom is probably good. And perhaps just having Crunch on Luxray is enough. Lucian exists. I didn't think about that. Yes. So I need to go into think tank mode. And then there's Cynthia. And Cynthia is just a horrible, like, well done fight, but I have to plan even more for that. Because Spiritomb is one of those Pokemon that basically has no weakness. Yeah, it has no weakness. Fairy type doesn't exist yet. Roserade dies to Houndoom. Lucario, I'd say dies to Houndoom, but Lucario also kills Houndoom. I didn't respond yet to the candy question. I know what the candy looks like, though. So I don't need an image yet. Lucario probably also just dies to Staraptor, though. Togekiss probably also dies to Luxray. Milotic probably also just dies to Luxray. Except Miracle. No, Miracle doesn't do anything. And then Garchomp exists, which I think Swampert with Ice Beam can deal with. I think, honestly, we might not have to do that much. I think instead of you, we throw in the Nidoking. And that might be genuinely what we just do. This might be the final team. Because these six can cover each other fairly well for the most part and almost solo any of the Elite Four, including Champ. So that is pretty much that. I will go ahead and save the game now. I will have to do a lot of like off-cam prep, just grabbing, actually defeating all the trainers, getting the remaining TMs from the casino, And getting items that I missed here and there, maybe. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like a beak, like the flying attack boosting item somewhere for Staraptor. Or the flight plate, either of them would be pretty good. With that though, the only reason I asked was someone from Australia didn't know what one candy looked like. So I was like, well, I don't know if you knew. Yeah, fair enough. Because it was, yeah, America has a lot of like unique chocolates. We will raid on. Before that though, I will also go ahead and go exclamation mark Discord, because I do also have a Discord channel. It keeps up to date with all the YouTubes that I upload and all the shorts and the live notifications so that people don't miss them. I do post them everywhere, and a lot of my friends' servers also do them. But I do just keep them up because it's nice. That way it's most direct. And then let's look for a raid sacrifice. Captain is doing Fire Edge. You know what? He's been in here. He's been in here. So let's go ahead and give him emotional support in Fire Ed. He's not using rare candies. He's a madman in every sense of the way. And not the shout out, we do slash read. So I think he definitely deserves us to hold his hand a bit. And I will thank you all for coming around. Thank you all for the gift subs, for the follows, and everything. That is really amazing. Thanks again for the raid from Bumble. And with that, I wish you all a great evening, a great time zone. And I'll see you again next week with more Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.